Welcome, everybody, to the Grande-Boo live podcast recording. Thanks for being here.
We're doing it. Wow. Okay, let's do it. Go ahead, Jake. Whatever we're talking about. I don't know.
Thank you guys for being here. Let's just get right into the podcast.
I'd say so.
Let's do it.
That's a good idea.
So, something happened a while ago, and I didn't want to talk about it on the podcast. It's like, this is too, fresh of a wound, too deep of a wound, but it's been a few weeks, so I guess, I don't know, now it seems fine.
A little scabby, but it's time to go. Yeah.
We can talk about it now. So, as we're doing all the wedding stuff, and Rachel's getting all these gifts, mainly from you guys, thank you. And we're getting all sorts of stuff that we're getting multiple of. There's issues with the registry, and so we're having to return a lot of stuff. It's part of it. I think everyone knows it, but you don't ever want people to know you returned their stuff.
Sure. You get 3 toasters. You're like, well, I can't use 3 toasters.
Exactly. So Rachel goes back to return some stuff, and I'm like, how'd it go? And she's like, there was the guy at Target was very flustered. There was a few times he was saying, literally just said, whoops, so it was like, this is
oh boy, that's not good.
And anyway, she's like, but I think he got it figured out. And anyway, we going about our day a little later on, my mom texted me and said, hey, why did I just get an email that my bar stools had been refunded? It's like, I don't know. That was weird.
Oh, we love them, They're in our basement, so that's why you haven't seen them.
Yeah, it was miserable. I was like, this is why people are boycotting Target. This is it.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning with Jake and Graham, Ghostrunners podcast.
Ghostrunners podcast?
Yeah, that really did happen. Rachel was mortified and was just like, what are we going to tell your mom? How are we going to explain this? And I was
wow.
Hear me out. We just tell her the truth. We can't tell her the truth.
Wild idea. Honesty. Yeah. I don't know.
I was like, I think we just tell her we double booked on Barstool. She's like, she won't. She's got to break her heart.
She's never done anything like that. Yeah. So if anybody out there, was your mom the only one? Then it sounds like she was returning a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there was probably multiple people who got an email.
Anybody out there get an email? I'm curious. That'd be pretty amazing.
I will say the benefit though is he messed up so badly that we got the money back. We got a gift card, and the original people got a refund. So
whoopsie, yeah.
Kind of a win-win.
Okay.
That worked out.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah, that happened a couple months ago, and I was like, I don't want to tell that story. That's going to embarrass Rachel.
Right.
But
and
last night you called her a Holocaust survivor. So.
Yeah. I didn't want to look at her at all. How did she react to it? Actually, did you?
On the drive home, I was kind of like, "How you doing? How you holding up? Everything all right?"
What'd she say? She's like,
classic Rachel. Oh yeah, great, it's fun.
Like a tear's rolling down her face. Yeah, great.
One teardrop. Yeah, you got some good friends.
Yeah. Really glad we decided to move next door to that guy. Out of all your friends.
Just talk about last night.
Yeah.
So as far as the roast goes, the homeschoolers were the meanest people of the entire roast.
Yeah. I would say the first huge laugh of the night went to Catherine, and I don't know. I think the best performance of the night went to our boy Timon over here.
I know.
Thank you.
I guess recapping the roast. I mean, it was whatever. You guys were here, so you guys know what the roast was. But just obviously, people came up one by one, and when you do the roast, you roast Jake, but you also roast everybody else. And so, I mean, Catherine was so nervous to go up there. Isaac goes up there first. And delivers a stand-up comedy routine.
Yeah. No notes.
No notes. I think Isaac and Steve, your dad, were the only ones with no notes, which is impressive in and of itself.
Yeah.
Especially Isaac. I mean, Steve, yeah, sure, he's got time on his hands. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so Isaac goes first, he does great, and then Catherine comes up, and I'm like, okay, I think Catherine should go second. so because I knew she was going to be nervous, get it out of the way, then she can enjoy the rest of her time, which she was like, that was great. Thank you for doing that. But she had a joke that, no, I don't think anybody saw it coming. I think that's why it was so funny. I don't remember. Do you remember exactly how it was worded? It was something like she was talking about Timon. Essentially, it was a joke on Timon.
I think that's what made it funny too, is because we all kind of have the preconceived notion of the Catherine Timon relationship, and it's like they probably don't know each other too well. What is Catherine even going to say?
Yeah,
probably not anything really, really mean.
And that's
Surely not.
and she kind of set it up that way. She's like, I don't really know you that well. Here's what I do know about you. You wanted to get a perm, and you don't know anything about football or sports, and so I guess like I respect you, or I don't know. I would love to meet your parents, and just ask them, just how in the world they could raise you without even having a shred of masculinity in you. And I think people just did not see it coming at all, and there was a good 10 seconds of laughter.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
How'd you feel? Like,
oh, it was so unexpected. It was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. It was.
Because Timon brought 15 of his friends.
Yeah.
It was a ton of friends.
Yeah.
And alongside of his parents. And luckily, I think I learned later that his parents had left by the time the roast started, which I did make a joke about them, and so I was kind of glad they were there. But so you didn't see it coming.
No,
by
not
any
at all.
means.
Not from Catherine, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Catherine was so nervous. Timon was crazy. Like, you guys were both nervous.
Yeah.
Timon's a performer at heart and performed a lot last night.
Yeah.
But you said you were nervous about the roast.
I was so nervous about the roast. I was not confident at all in my roasts, and then I think it took 30 seconds of me being up there, and then I was like, oh wait, I got this.
Oh yeah. You're like, this feels good.
Yeah.
The thing feels pretty good.
Yeah.
So, Timon brought down the house, I thought, with comparing. Rachel got some heat last night. Did you just say Rachel? I don't know if you just.
I think I just straight up just said, Rachel, you look like a white Lori Lightfoot.
And then, unbeknownst to any of us, Timon had on the screen a picture of Lori Lightfoot. And that was my favorite thing of the whole night, dude. Just sweet little Timon, I'm sure he's gonna be like, oh, Brad, you're not good at woodworking. Boom, roasted. He's like, Rachel, you look like a white Lori Lightfoot. So, no, but overall, I don't know. You want us to go chronologically through the night, or how do you want to recap it?
Let's keep talking about the roast. Just to finish it off there. I feel like I was sitting there, and after Isaac, Catherine, and Timon go, I was like, they are so much more mean than anything I've written down. Like, I know it's on my paper, and it's so shallow, and it's like, obviously I'm not actually going to roast my friends. I'll just talk about, things that everyone knows on the podcast. Timon likes to smell horses, whatever. Yeah. And then I was like, dang I should have been way more mean.
Yeah, I don't think I had that problem. I don't.
You didn't. You didn't.
Yeah, but it was fun. I honestly, you know what? After everything that Timon did last night, I was literally sitting there in the middle of the roast thinking, man, we are not going to have Timon for much longer. He is too talented to be a podcast producer.
He's going to be snatched up by somebody else.
We need a chair shot. I was telling everyone this morning, I was like, can I get a picture? I was like, make sure you get one with Timon too. Yeah. That is going to increase in value quicker than I will. So make sure.
Have I told that Johnny Manziel flip-flop story on the podcast before?
No.
Basically, there was a guy, a friend of mine that worked at Kanakuk with me. Shout out Kanakuk, same as Sin. On your feet. And he was a camper back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel signed this kid's flip-flop.
Who is Johnny Manziel, Brad?
Oh, he's a legendary football player, college football player.
Punk.
Shout out College Station Aggies back there. Yeah. Punk. He is a punk. And he was apparently a punk when he was a little 7th grader too. And took my friend's flip-flop without my friend asking and signed his name, Johnny Manziel, on it. And gave it back to my friend. He's like, you're gonna appreciate that someday. It's gonna be worth a lot of money. And my friend's like, no, it's not. And he threw it in the trash can. And later he's like, wish I would have kept that flip-flop. So if you get the picture with Timon, keep that picture with Timon, because someday he's gonna be on Broadway, or I don't know, maybe on the roast stage. I don't know.
Have him sign your flip-flop.
Yeah.
You have nothing else.
We had a few interesting outfits for the roast.
Yeah.
Harrison was the first one to come out, and as we were changing, I was telling people, hey, if you want to change in between, we had a little intermission, change for the roast, that'd be fun. And Harrison's like, okay, yeah, I got it. I was like, and maybe formal, but you don't have to be formal, whatever. He's like, yeah, okay. And I think the whole time he knew I'm not going to be formal. I'm going to be dressing up like a Air Bud dog.
Yeah.
He comes out there, runs out there in his dog costume. And a few times throughout the night, I just look over at him. And, like, he got roasted a few times. He looked kind of sad, like a little sad puppy. And I was like, here's a dog costume. What's happening here? So, and then Steve Triplett forgot his pants. So he wore, a great suit with khaki shorts. And it was very, very perfectly on brand for him. So
Looked
that was great, too.
Yeah. But yeah, the roast was good. That was the last part of the night. Went a little longer than we were anticipating.
Yeah, all of it did. our thought, like, to give you guys kind of a behind the curtains, is like we thought the whole thing was gonna be over 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. So we do like the first act. We're like, all right, we're gonna take a brief intermission. I look at my clock and it says 9:28, and I was like, oh, okay. I think we were gonna take a 20-minute intermission just to like kill some time, basically. And instead, it was like, hey, let's hurry this thing up.
If that isn't just a perfect example of what every podcast episode is, too,
100%.
though, you know, it's like, hey, my throat's really sore. Let's just do like 45 minutes today.
Last week we did 3 podcasts in one day because we didn't want to do any this week except for this one, of course. And so we were like, and I told Jake, I was like, even if it's just 45 minutes, that's fine.
Right.
We get done with them, it's hour 15 or something like
Yeah.
that. So, yeah, that's a good point.
Last thing about the roast, I feel like you should just give the people listening who weren't here this weekend just a little glimpse of kind of how you would end some of your jokes. You might be thinking, did Brad say like boom roasted? Did he have a little catchphrase?
Yeah, let me just pull up a joke real quick. Yeah, basically I just did my the war dogs laugh. I can't find it. Let's see if I can just remember.
Make a joke about someone in the audience.
Okay, what's your name in the Chiefs shirt? First of all, go Chiefs. Brock. I don't know what to say for Brock. My guy Brock. Hey Brock, I like your beard. Does it come with a cool haircut too that you forgot at home?
I don't know why that's so funny.
Oh man, it was just like, hey, I would just lead and be like, I know that joke's not great. I'm gonna make that noise afterwards, and people will laugh at that noise. Like, yeah, one of them was like, yeah, Isaac got a $600 espresso machine because he said the $800 one was out of stock.
That was great, dude.
So yeah, so another peel back the curtain kind of thing. I decided, or I had the idea of like maybe I'll do the whole thing in character as Santorini McCluskey. I had that thought. And I practiced it once yesterday, and I could not keep that character for the entire time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And so I was like, I'm just gonna do that laugh instead. So
Yeah.
I had the glasses in my pocket, and I thought about pulling them out and like doing a joke as Santo Mac, and then putting them down and doing a regular joke, and didn't end up doing it. And sometimes I love it when I'm just like little quarter of a second one, just like.
It's like you're breathing.
Yeah. So. Anyway,
It was a nice touch.
we had fun with that. So,
But yeah, the night as a whole went really well. It went really long, but overall big success. Like so many people this morning that we've talked to, like it would have been worth it just coming to last night. So that's really cool to hear. I'm glad everyone loved it so much.
We certainly put the most time and preparation into last night. I mean, this is easy. This is what we do.
We've done 250 of these.
Whereas never done one of those before.
Yeah.
It was. You said last night. Tell them what you said afterwards. The only thing you said. Well, just like how, we wish we could do this again.
Oh yeah, I was just like, as we're gearing up for this, and we're doing these run-throughs and these rehearsals, and we're trying to get these lighting cues, these music cues. It's like it feels like we're building the show to go take it on the road and do 50 more of them. But it's like we were doing it once and for 170 of you. So but how fun is it someday if we get to a point where we could do this?
That would be fun.
50 cities, and now we've already got a baseline of
Timon is
magic tricks.
headlining. Yeah. Absolutely.
So it was a lot of work, and today, because everyone's like, oh Jake, tomorrow's gonna be a long day, with everything that has to go on. I'm like, today feels like it's gonna be so easy compared to last night. Like podcasts, no problem. Stand-up shows, done it.
Hang out with people, talk to people.
Yeah,
can do it.
This is no problem.
Absolutely.
So, but you want to go through last night?
Yeah, let's talk about the hiccups we had beforehand first.
Ooh.
Is that okay?
Yeah, early hiccups.
Little poultry of the week, if you will. So as we're talking through the show, we had our point person for the venue, and she was there. She was helping us. She was great. And then somehow we figured out that, we were like, okay, so we're going to show the video, so we'll put the lights down for the video, or, oh, we need to put the lights down for, this first song we did, or something like that. And she's like, oh, you guys didn't pay for that package. And I was
We're like, to turn the lights off?
genuinely, that's what, she was like, no, stage lights just have to be on the whole time. And I think I saw that in, the options of, stage lights on. And then the next package up was, professional performance recital
It was the
or
dance
something.
recital package.
And I was like, okay, we don't need the crazy lights. We just need to be able to turn them off. She's like, we're gonna have another tech for that, and I don't think any other techs are available. And I'm just like, that's a big deal. We need the lights to be off. And so I don't know if I charmed her. I think I just kind of just begged her more or less.
Wore her down.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, that's really a big deal. Can you at least ask some tech people?
I was there. You were pretty charming.
Was I?
Yeah.
I mean, I winked at her 15 times. But honestly, as we could thank a million different people not a million, 25 different people for last night and the preparation. But one of the biggest ones is shout out to Justin Orm.
Yeah.
A boy.
Yeah.
Has done so much audio visual stuff, but specifically the only reason that we were able to turn off the lights last night is because he was able to run the soundboard, even though he wasn't quote unquote supposed to, while the other guy literally had to just come and press the button to turn on and off the lights. And we paid this guy an hourly wage to do that. I was like, surely, we're saving you energy. Why do we have to? Anyway, it was a wild thing.
It was amazing. Every 10 minutes, we found out a new thing that was in the next package up. It's like, man, tier 3 has got it all. Because she would ask all right, there's a digital sign out front. If you want to email me, the sign, I'll put that there. I was like, oh, great, I'll email you. I'm on here okay, what is your Wi-Fi? She's like, you didn't pay for that package. I was like, all right, I will hotspot it, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I feel my only regret of last night is that I mentioned this to you guys, but whatever. Last night, one of the other things that was supposed to be a fun surprise was at the end of we did this whole pancake song. We can talk about it later, but Brad's mom made a bunch of pancakes.
200 pancakes. My mom made 200 pancakes for the event. Where's my mom right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Give it up for Mama.
And it was going to be so fun. Right at the chorus of that song, when we're all together, Rachel, Catherine, and our friend Star were going to come out in chef hats and aprons and be having pancakes and just throwing out pancakes.
Chucking pancakes.
It was going to be so fun.
Yeah.
And then, right before, doors are open, people were coming in, and then she was like,
What are those trays out there with the foil on them? I was like, oh, they're pancakes?
a couple hundred pancakes.
What are you going to do with them? I was like, we're going to, I don't know.
People get hungry.
Turn off the lights and you won't be able to see. I was like, we're going to throw them out into the crowd. And she's like, no outside food or drink, I'm sorry. And so, did you just throw them away?
In the trash.
Yeah.
In the trash.
Yeah. So, but, it was one of those things where it was like, maybe we could just do it. But I was like, no, she's already been lenient enough with this. I don't want to get on her bad side. But, it was kind of a bittersweet thing. Because we did this song, we're going all out of order here, but we did a song medley, Timon and I did, and that was fun. And then at the end of it, Jake interrupts us and just basically was like, what are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. Let me help you.
Did I come in at the right time? I meant to ask you
You
this.
did a great job. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah,
Most nervous thing I was about.
Really?
Maybe. It's just, I don't know. We never ran through it, really.
Yeah.
It was just they have been doing this rehearsal, all the songs we're going to do, it's going to go from this song to this song, and then this song, and then at the end we come back to Stand By Me, and then Timon is going to do a verse, and then after Timon's verse we do the chorus once, and then it's going to seem like I go to another octave, but I really need you to cut me off before I get to whatever, all that stuff. Okay. I don't want to leave Brad out to dry here.
Well, because the idea was I'm going to try to, go up higher, but then I don't think I can hit that next high note, so make sure you don't go too late. And so I think you came earlier, so I don't ever hit the high note, but that was better than coming late. So
I had I pulled up the lyrics of Stand By Me on the side. I was like, I just want to make sure.
Oh. Roast joke. No, you did great. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's so many things I want to talk about. One, just real quick back on the woman from B&B. Do we want to talk about?
Oh, Harrison?
Yes.
Gotta talk. Just tell the. Just Harry, man. Harry sometimes is like, what did you say that for, Harry?
I feel like he's grown out of this stage, but I guess not. So he shows up. It's like 1 p.m. We're setting up the B&B Theater for the big Grande-Boo show.
Yeah.
And we're all there. There's a big crew of us. I'm going to try to give Harrison the best benefit of the doubt I can because he's not here. So he walks in with all the merch for us. We're like, oh, Harrison, what's up? Thanks for coming. And there's, Evolve Videography, our camera guys. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Jensen and Tyler. They've been great. We'll talk about them more. But so they're there. Timon's there. Timon's friends are. So it does probably look like a big crew of people. And I don't know if Harrison thought the woman working for B&B was like, with us? Really, it doesn't excuse the behavior regardless.
A little bit, though. It's like, okay, maybe she's a ghostie, so I can, poke fun at her.
So basically, he's just looking around. He's like, oh, we're having a little work day here. Everyone's working.
And this is right after she had been pretty lenient about okay, I guess we can turn down the lights for you. And so and then right after that we had brought in Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But we put it in the dressing room. She's like, no food in the dressing room. Bring it out of there. And so it's like, okay, this girl's a little bit on edge. And so Harrison comes in.
And she's wearing I would say plaid pants.
Yeah.
And
kind of trendy girl.
Yeah. And Harrison just walks out, oh, having a little work day. Oh, working in our pajama pants, I see.
Jake, you looked at Harrison like he the most ups. You're gonna be a great dad because that look. If I was your kid and you looked at me like that, I would never do that wrong thing again. You're just like, what are you doing?
I've never looked at someone that way before. I've never been in an environment like that before. Dude, why would you? She can hear you.
I tried to change the subject. I was like, oh man,
it's gonna be hot this weekend.
You feeling good about the roast, Harry?
And I do think right after that, he kind of realized it after the face I gave him. He's like, sorry, just in roast mode today.
Yeah. Later, I was kind of talking to him. You were talking to this girl.
I was like,
she's a little bit on edge. Don't make any jokes with her right now. He's like, oh, I had no idea. So he definitely felt bad about it, but you just never know with Harry. Just shooting from the hip every once in a while. Oh, man. So
that was pretty funny.
No, go ahead.
Nah.
The beginning of the show was fun. So something that maybe I'd be interested to see if anybody knew this but at the very beginning of the show, we played this video that Andrew Thurbush dominated the edit on.
Yeah.
Andrew's another unsung hero of the night. Andrew edited 20 videos for us, maybe 4, whatever. Andrew killed it.
Yes.
And we were watching this video, but so Jake was on one side of the stage, off stage. I was on the other, and right before the video started, DJ Roomba was playing, which is so fun, and we were just going crazy dancing, because it was Jake and Scott on one side, that I was on the other, and we were gyrating. I mean, Scott was twerking on the side. Could anybody? You could?
Saw it?
Really? You did? Interesting. Okay. Because I was like, no one can see us, and so that's the kind of the fun. We're being ridiculous, but no one knows it. But it sounds like a few of you had a fun. So whose side could you see?
I could see the side over there, and it was a lot.
Was it Scott? You can see Scott?
I think it was me and Scott. I took my shirt off at one
You
point,
too?
so that was.
You did?
Yeah.
I missed that. Did you see? Was that you too, May? Okay. So fun, yeah. So anyway, that was a fun, let's get hyped for this thing, let's get wild kind of thing. And the video was so fun. It was just a recap of, hey, here's kind of our lives, for the last, 7, 8 years, up to the Grande-Boo point. And then we started out with, we did that, really, fun, hype song, and then we, brought it down a little bit, and Timon and I and 3 of Timon's Gen Z friends, we sang a quintet, I guess, little song.
Yeah.
And I think your boys killed it. It was fun.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah. We practiced that song earlier this week, and I know music, okay, I can play guitar, but the other 4 kids, these kids brought sheet music to this thing. Because they were using a pitch pipe on their phone, figuring out the right notes and everything. I was like, I think that we're gonna do just fine. So
that day you guys were rehearsing, I didn't really need to be there, but I was like, it'd be kind of fun to pop in. And we were chatting about this week it's gonna be so fun, and excited for you guys to get Bondi Bowls. And a couple of times friends were like, oh, we get acai bowls.
Yeah.
Freaking out. I was like, oh yeah, you guys like acai bowls? Never had one.
It was like the most like sheltered kid video like thing ever. Like, oh, I totally know what you guys are talking about. It's amazing. No, actually, I don't know anything about what it is, but I could tell you want me to be excited. You know. Yeah. So they were awesome, and I think they had a lot of fun doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It's fun seeing Timon and the dynamic with your friends because I think like Timon's the man, and I think his friends know Timon's the man. So it's just fun hanging out with them.
Yep.
And then what? Oh, then we had Garrett host the night. Garrett Perkins. Back. Shout out to him for
Old guest.
He was the host or whatever co-hosting guest with us a long time ago on the podcast. I got 3 hours of sleep, 3.5 hours of sleep, and he did a good job. Came out, did some games.
Yeah, we did a few games. We did Newlywed Game. Rachel and I came in dead last. I think we were the only people to get an answer wrong. And some giveaways. Hey, turns out airdrop not that easy. Learned, so my bad.
That was a great idea.
It seemed fun. DJ Michael, he was the one who's like, yeah, we do that at shows sometimes. Like at the Dude Perfect show, they do that. And so I was like, oh, that's so fun. And I feel like it happens on airplanes. You're at concerts. You airdrop yourself. It seems so easy. You're getting some people you don't want.
I was going to say maybe there's too many people, but I mean, if he did it in concert. I don't know. I have the phone. I have an iPhone, but it's only got the 2 cameras on it, so maybe my phone's just a little bit like less than. I don't know. We should use your phone. But
yeah, it was fun. And then we did a little Whose Lines It Anyway improv game.
Yeah.
I will say one person did a great job. And
Elizabeth
Virgil tried her best.
There she is, yeah. We were trying to be policemen, and it was like, all right, let's shut the door. Boom. Oh, no, I gotta shut it harder. Oh, boom.
Yeah, it was funny.
We're like, oh, we gotta really slam this thing. Boom. I don't know. It was great. It was wonderful. So thanks for volunteering and doing it.
Fun night. It was great. I don't know if this is next chronologically, but just to get through. The thing I was probably the second most thing I was nervous about was when I had to sing for the night, the pancake song.
Fair. Yeah.
So, which I kind of volunteered myself a little bit. I was like, the way we're kind of doing it, I was like, hey, let me do this. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Which, let's just go backwards. Basically, Timon and Brad are doing these songs. I come out, interrupt them, and I'm like, no, that was terrible. Do it this genre. Do a country version. They do that. All right, no, do reggae. Do Louis Armstrong. Do punk rock. Which people love the punk rock, I think.
Yeah, we got because you didn't just say punk rock. You said like you're mad at your stepdad or something like that.
Oh yeah,
like,
you really cracked me up. I broke character when you were like, get your own video games, Dad.
Yeah. I don't know what kids say their stepdads. Or their real dads. Whatever.
And then this is all culminating where I just keep coming out. Eventually I was like, you know what? You guys don't know what you're doing. Let me do it. And so this is the thing I really I was like, it's just a little bitty thing, but I want to try and do my best. And Brad and Timon were so helpful trying to, first of all, I don't know what a key is in music. Like I just don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like I know how notes work, but keys, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
And so I sent Brad a voice memo as my audition. I was like, all right, here's what I'm thinking. He's like, not bad, but the key is way off.
It's just not the right notes. Like, I mean, it's the right tune. Yeah.
And so they're teaching me how to hit the right key, and so I'm practicing so much the days leading up to it, how I'm going to sing it. And Timon is so helpful off the microphone. He is humming me the first note so I can find it. And so I feel like we'd set ourselves up for success. And I hit that first note, and everyone just laughs. So I was like, well, there goes all my confidence. I really lost steam after that first sentence.
Oh, man.
So.
Yeah. But I thought you regained composure pretty well.
Did I?
Regained the tune pretty well.
Mentally, I was like, doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're already laughing, and that was not the goal for this part, so.
But at the same time, like, even if you hit all the right notes, you were singing it in a super high pitch. Like, it's a funny, even if you, like, nailed the song, like, it's funny that Jake is singing this really high song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they would have, I think you nailed it. They was just.
Yeah, I agree.
But thanks.
Yeah!
I will tell you who nailed it. My favorite part of the night was then the second chorus comes in, and then Timon does the Charlie Puth part. Does it a little better than I did.
Dog. Oh, so good.
Should Timon do a little bit of it? Just real quick. Just a cappella.
Should I find the lyrics real quick? Wait.
Okay, yeah. Pancake version or a real version, you think?
Oh, pancake version.
Oh, okay.
Only version we know.
It's been a long time since breakfast happened. And I need some energy to get this party started.
Yeah, boy.
Get this party started.
That was fun.
On
Goosebumps.
command. On command. That's amazing.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
I love just watching it.
Yeah,
Listening to it.
It's just so fun to have a new toy. You know, time it like. It's like, what can we do with time? And we can do.
Whoa.
Not like that. Not like that. Nah. Come on here. What can we do with time in here? You know, that we couldn't do when it was just me and Jake. So.
New toy.
Yeah, a lot of people made fun of us for like, yeah, you know, I was getting older, so you had to find another one. So, you know, hanging out with Timon now. But
That was funny. Isaac last night in his roast was like, I already had jokes prepared about how Brad likes to hang out with younger boys. He's like, I didn't even know you were going to start off doing a song with 4 of them. He's like, that works perfect.
oh man, yeah.
Other parts of the night, Jake the Great came out.
Oh boy,
That
did
was. The way I was performing, it might have looked like I was actually coming out.
Yeah. More ways than one, brother. Yeah.
The night before I had the idea, I was like, Rachel, what if you like threw a little makeup on? I don't know why.
Yeah.
That just seems like on brand. She's like, what are you thinking? And I was like, this is probably an outdated reference for you, but I'm like, American Idol Adam Lambert. That's what I want. And we Googled him. He's changed a little bit. Okay. So this is like 2010 Adam Lambert.
Okay, yeah.
But so we practiced it 2 nights ago. And I was such a little wimpy baby boy when we were practicing. Because I don't have contacts. I've never like done anything with my eyes before.
Oh, okay.
So this is like my first time. And she's just drawing on my eyeball and pretty much right on my eyeball underneath it. Did not enjoy the sensation at all. And Rachel's just like, hey, come on, just suck it up. You know, like, I don't want it anymore.
Right.
You'll just do one eye.
Yeah.
And then that was our compromise. But then last night, I felt like the adrenaline was going a little bit, and we were in a hurry. So I was just, she was just going nuts. And painted me up around the eyes, and I had a little, I don't know, cloak. And then Rachel also yesterday, or whenever that was like, hey, do you want me to go get like a magic hat, like a top hat? I was like, oh, yeah, that'd be great. And she goes to Party City. They're going out of business, so it's 90% off.
Oh.
But they are like cleaned out. She's like, they didn't have any more hats.
Oh.
As she's leaving Party City, she drives over like a nail and gets a flat tire. Then I'll get one. So she's like, but I walked to Hobby Lobby for you, and I got you a fedora. So I was like, they are Adam Lambert.
That's
that
good.
makes sense.
2010. Likes the fedora look.
But so I came out and did a few magic tricks as best I could. I didn't do any talking. Brad found, he had the idea to do it to the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire theme music. It was so awesome. It was so fun.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a good magic song.
Yeah.
And so, I did a few tricks, and then, the part at the end. So I figured a lot of people who listen to the podcast, they've heard of Emily and Gunnar, may not know what they look like, but definitely probably don't know that Emily has an identical twin. And so the goal was like somehow make Emily disappear, make her twin reappear. We get to B&B Theater yesterday at noon, and like on the stage is just a trap door already there. I was freaking out.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a trap door already here. This is great. This is way better than what I was going to do.
Yeah.
And so...
Tell them what you were gonna do.
So,
and you guys like make sure you would have been like shocked for hearing it. Like,
first of all, we have some connections to some magicians.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting all them up like, hey, what's the best way to make someone disappear? You know, whatever. And
for a magic trick, I promise. Yeah.
oh, I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that. Anyway, well, that kind of explains it. Yeah. None of them texted me back. And I'm following up, and I'm getting shorter each time. Like, when I first text them, like, hey, man, I know you're busy. This is probably annoying to get a text like this, but I just need 10 minutes of your time. I don't get a text for 2 days. Hey, man, I'm willing to knock it down. I just need 5 minutes of your time. Still couldn't get a text back. And so anyway, I'm like, I guess it's on me to figure out how to make someone disappear. So my thought was, all right, we'll use a comforter. And then, because it's kind of thick and bundly up, and basically Emily's petite, and I'll just kind of throw the comforter up and like back on her, and if she gets real small, you might not even know there's a person underneath there. That's how comforters kind of fall on their own.
And I told Jake, I was like, that would work with Hattie, but not a room full of adults. Hattie would have been like, Bo would have been like, how did Mr. Jake do that? Mr. Jake made Miss Emily disappear. She did, yeah. So, just a lump. Like, whoa.
And that was kind of the thing. I would put all this pressure on myself. Like, I really hope the magic tricks go well. And it's like, you know what? I think they know I don't do this full time.
I also think they know that it's not real magic. Like, it's not really making her disappear.
That's part of the code.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, the trapdoor was clutch. And I had a couple people this morning, not like necessarily asking me how I did it, but they were a little confused.
So did anybody not know until just now that Emily was an identical twin?
See?
No way. So you guys were truly like, how'd that happen? Fun. Okay. That's good.
I may not be around much longer.
I know everyone's leaving me. Jake, Timon, everybody.
Jake the Great's going on the road. Anyway, let's talk about some people who helped make this possible.
Yes.
You want to start off with Cozy Earth?
Yeah, sure.
They're back. We have some giveaways.
Yes,
Things to give
Cozy
away.
Earth's back. We have some giveaways. If you guys know Cozy Earth, you love Cozy Earth. You know what I mean? Trying to find this ad read, okay? No, but Cozy Earth, yeah, they make craft luxury goods. They make really comfortable sheets, really comfortable clothes. Anybody bought Cozy Earth yet? Anybody out there? Okay, good ad read. Oh, yeah, somebody's. Oh, Angie Coop.
Angie Coop, yeah.
Yes. And just a quick thumbs up or thumbs down, Angie. Thumbs up.
Thumbs
she
up.
loves it.
2,
No.
3, 4. Whoa.
Holy cow.
Whoa.
Steve likes it too. Yes. Truly the most comfortable bed sheets I've ever owned.
They're nice.
And I've owned some bed sheets, ladies and gentlemen. I've gone for the t-shirt, the route, those ones.
I wanted to try and do a magic trick last night that was Cozy Earth sponsored, but I was like, one, they're not going to know. I would have to write in Sharpie, this is a Cozy Earth sheet.
Right.
And so figured we just talk about it today. That'd be better.
Absolutely.
We have something to give away. We gave away one set last night.
Yes. Who was that? Oh, that's a
It's the
Debris?
Dowds. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
okay.
They also gave us some socks. I think we just throw those out.
Yeah.
Unless, do you want socks?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I do, but I think some of them are like kind of pinkish. I guarantee those are like the most, and it's winter time. I do want those socks, actually. The fall is coming, and those socks are going to be wonderful. Yeah, just throw them out.
Who would want some Cozy Earth socks? Oh, look,
Everybody,
now everyone
everyone
wants some Cozy Earth. Yes. Where can I get some?
Right
Oh!
to my mom. Yeah, pass it down. Let's go, Josh. Yeah. Get all the way to the back. Hey.
I want to see you do it. Lefty.
Nice, yeah. All the way to the back. For the people that are watching or listening to this, it went
It hit the
actually
wall.
just in the sound booth. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they're great. They even have some like T-shirts and everything that are like the softest things that I feel like man can make at this
Yeah.
point in time. So yeah,
Totally.
good sleep shirts as well.
Great everyday shirts. Yes. No, but if you don't know Cozy Earth, they have a 10-year warranty with all their products. They also have been on Oprah's favorite things list. How many years in a row? Anybody know? Just yell it out. 5. Somebody said 7. You're wrong. It's 5. No, 5 years in a row, though. Oprah's favorite things, Cozy Earth. So check them out. They're offering a 35% discount to anybody who uses the code GRKC.
Pretty decent.
And let's just say that people at the Grande-Boo got a little bit of a better discount if they're in the VIP. So
Yes, they did.
Cozy Earth, is hooking it up. Do we have some kind of trivia, or what do you want to do to give out this queen bed sheet set?
Yeah,
It's not only it's the sheets, the fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. I know pillowcases are something else. I know it sounds crazy, but there's something special about pillowcases.
Okay.
And the bag. Catherine can't get over the bag that it comes in. She loves that almost as much as anything.
You want to show off the bag?
Show them the bag. Whoa. Just a great bag. Such an excited crowd. I love it. Whoa.
Oh, no way.
You can hold some things in there. That's a bag right there, man.
All right. How should we give this away?
Throw it.
Throw it.
To the back. I don't know. Let's. You got any? Timon, what were you going to say?
Every time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When is Timon's birthday?
Whoa.
Can anyone find that out?
Yeah. Find that out.
Just going through every day.
It's just going on the list, yeah.
Maybe that's too hard.
Ooh, it's in May.
Whoa. How do you know that? This is a bad idea.
I haven't heard it yet.
17? 17?
15. 15. Okay. I don't know.
I'm giving it to Anne Marie. Anne Marie Riley in the back was saying 15.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. Anne Marie's from Kansas, so I'm giving it to her. Chuck,
Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Sorry, boys.
That was a bad idea. Okay. Whoopsie daisy.
All right. Shout out Facebook. Okay. Nice.
Oh, she did. You did go look it up on Facebook. Okay. Well, that's kind of what I had in mind then.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Good. Whew. Fun. Okay. CozyEarth.com.
CozyEarth.com. Promo code Jerky.
Jerky. What else want to talk about? Anything more from last night? Any surprises? Any disappointments?
Let's see. We got to turn off the lights, which was dope. Small things that I loved, just like small like favorite things of like the production from my point of view. I loved the at the very beginning of the roast we had Andrew Thurbush do a video, and he put the Office Boom Roasted thing in there at first, and then he made like our own version of the Office theme song with all the roasters in there. And I don't know why, but I loved that. Like at the very beginning, it was like a little footage of the Chiefs parade, and there was just a footage of all of us, at different points. That was a small little detail that I loved. Another detail that I loved, Timon and I, during our medley, we sang the song Steal My Girl by One Direction.
Yeah.
And we sing it's like two parts of this verse, and the second part, like we harmonized.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I love that part. I don't know.
So fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to hear some more about your thoughts about just the night in general, Timon.
I don't know. I just been thinking like, how did I go from DMing Jake randomly like however many months ago?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about Ghostrunners.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
find it. Keep talking.
And then now it was last night on stage, which was just so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It went like I was pretty nervous, and
Yeah?
it was so much more fun than I expected. Like I was expecting, okay, maybe it'll go well,
Right.
but it's so enjoyable the whole time.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Timon was the star of the show. Obviously, you guys didn't come for Timon, but you stayed for Timon, I think. So, no, yeah. I don't know. Any other little details from you?
I found Timon's original DM to me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm scared.
No,
Oh,
it's good. It's good. I wouldn't read it if it was embarrassing.
Wait, is it going to be let's think about how you're going to greet Jake. Are you going to say, "Hey, Jake," or "Hello, Jake"? Hi, Mr. Triplet. Salutation. I think you're just going to say. I don't think you're going to address him by name. It's just going to say, "Hey," comma.
Okay.
Okay.
Timon, can you remember? What do you think he said? What's your style?
I probably referred to you by name, but that's all I don't know.
Okay. Not bad.
Hello, Jake.
Hey, what's up, Jake?
Oh, what's up?
Okay.
Vernacular. That's good. Yeah.
Not bad. I'm Timon Emsch. That's how I read it.
I'm Timon Edge, and that's why you need to try Toby's new.
I'm Timon Edge. I'm a big fan of your comedy stuff. I'm a videographer, editor. I live in Kansas City. I just want to let you know I'd love to be a part of your shoots for your jean shorts or whatever videos you work on. Helping hand, filming, editing. I don't know if you guys are looking for any help in this area. If you're all covered, just thought I'd reach out. I'd love to be involved. Always looking for experience and meeting new people. I'd say you got that last night. So
Wow. Yeah.
Check. Yeah.
feel free to email or text if you ever think of it. Just let me know if you're all good. Don't need help. That's totally fine too. Okay. Well, I was gonna skip over the crying, laughing emojis in there. But then
He's just typing it like.
maybe you're all covered.
He might be on cover, you know? Oh. Oh, God.
It is fun. People can be that way. Sometimes people are all covered, and it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Just completely covered up, and you think she just appeared over somewhere else.
Big comforter.
Yeah.
But they just put signed Timon, then his email.
Signed? He said signed.
Oh, sorry. Dash Timon, his email, and his phone number.
Yeah.
That's a great DM. That's a great way to shoot your shot. That was nice.
Thank you.
And my response was nothing. I I don't think I saw it until 2 months later. Then he replied to the story of our Chiefs Parade video and said, "This is the best video I've ever seen." And so I saw that, and I was just like, "Dude, I'm so sorry I didn't see your earlier message, and let's go get coffee."
There you go.
The rest is history.
rest is history. Yeah.
That was like February?
Yep.
I think.
Pretty fun. That's quick.
Yeah.
February to now.
Yeah.
Man, it's fun.
Pretty fun. This is a non-Grande-Boo story, but just I feel like surely this has happened to you and Catherine at some point. So this is like a few nights ago. I think Rachel and I went and hung out with the Duckworths. We were practicing our magic, and we were going over everything. This is when Emily was like, "All right, now drop to the ground." We were practicing that. But we left there pretty late, and Rachel really wanted some Andes. So we go to Andes Frozen Custard, this ice cream place. We go to this Andes, and we're like, "Oh, there's a Whataburger in the same parking lot." Rachel's like, "I still want Andes." I was like, "Okay." Go get Andes, then we go to Whataburger, because I want some Whataburger all of a sudden. So I am starting to order, and I think when we're in the line, Rachel says something like, at least what I hear is like, "And can I get like a couple nibbles of yours?" or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's great. I'm just locked in. I'm not really hearing everything she's saying. And so I order 2 honey butter chicken biscuits for me. Rachel's got her Andes. We wait till we get home. As soon as we get home and sit down, Rachel just digs into the bag, gets out a biscuit, and just scarfs it down before I ate mine. And
You're like, whoa. What is this?
And I just kind of waited till she got done, and I was like, "Did you enjoy that?"
Oh, you did? Yeah. How was that nibble, huh?
And Rachel would probably tell the story a different way, but she was also mortified that she ate my,
felt really bad.
my biscuit.
Yeah.
"Oh, I ate your biscuit." I was like, "I thought you had Andes." And I was like, this just seems like something that like Brad and Catherine have definitely went through.
Yeah,
Like,
I can only remember one time, and it didn't happen again. I'll tell you that much. And you know what? Now that I remember it, it was Whataburger as well.
Really?
We had like flown into Dallas. We were visiting her family and picked us up. They're like, "You guys hungry?" I'm like, "Is the Pope Catholic?" And let's go to Whataburger. You know, we don't have those in Kansas City yet. And yeah, we pick it up, and I think she just orders a burger. I order a meal, which comes with fries. And she's just having a conversation with her brother who picked us up and literally ate all the fries before I had any. And I said, "Excuse me, like, what are you doing?" And
Never again.
never again. Never again. We went to counseling for 3 years, and then we were all right.
Yeah, that's good.
No, but yeah.
Whataburger is kind of the gateway to counseling. I feel like you
I
go
guess
there.
so, yeah. So just be careful if you're ordering. Yeah, just order one more of whatever you need at
Just be
Whataburger.
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Whataburger's that good that you just want to eat more?
You need more.
This segment is sponsored by Whataburger. No.
What about Main Street Roasters? They're nice,
How
and
about
they
'em?
make stuff.
How about 'em?
And all the VIPs got hooked up with some Main Street Roasters,
Oh,
so
did
that's
they?
pretty fun.
Yes, they did.
There was
Also,
very nice.
Isaac's been in the back, grinding some Main Street Roasters beans for some lattes out there.
Grande-Boo
Yeah,
for Isaac.
Grande-Boo, very good.
So who got some coffee from Isaac this morning? Oh yeah, a lot of empty cups. Yeah. Soldier boy back there. But yeah, Main Street Roasters, they've been so good to us, and they just keep sponsoring us, so we say thank you.
Yes.
MainStreetRoasters.com. Get you some beans, some grounds, some mugs.
Yep, all the things.
Yeah, go get all that. They're awesome. They're from Napoli, Indiana, small town. Go visit them. Has anyone who's been here been there? Wow, you guys have been.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's fun.
It's fun that people are supporting them in person. We're like, we didn't really expect this.
Yeah,
But
that's really cool.
Ghosties are coming to see them, but
They were supposed to come this weekend. They weren't able to, but they send their best regards to all the ghosties here.
I love getting regards.
And especially when they're the best ones.
I send my best regards.
It's like the top shelf regard. Just sends them right in the mail to us. So,
Yeah.
is that even a thing? They best regards or just regards? Best regards? Okay. Anyway, MainStreetRoasters.com, promo code GRKC.
Yeah, check them out.
So, we forgot to do something last night that I want to do now.
Oh, yeah, you want to do it right now?
I do.
Fun.
If I can pull it up. I think I can pull it up on my phone. So we had you all send in selfies of yourselves. And we were going to do a roast, a selfie roast of you guys, kind of to start the night off. Like Garrett went rogue a decent amount of times last night. I was like, "What are you doing here, Garrett?" But one of them was, he was supposed to read off and like kind of start the night by making fun of all the ghosties. That way you wouldn't feel bad about laughing at us when we're making fun of each other. And so I want to do that now because we didn't do it last night. So let me pull up this slideshow. Yeah, we got ghosty roasties. So Do you have it pulled up as well? You want
Yeah, I
to just
think I
go
got
back
it.
and forth?
Sure.
And we didn't do everybody, so sorry.
We send our regards.
No, yeah. So the first one up is I met her last night from Washington, Yasmin Luthra. Yasmin, you studied abroad and you want people to ask about it, is what you look like. It's kind of hard now that I've like met some of these people. I'm like, anyway.
Next up is Josh Katz. Where are you at? Oh, what's up, dude? I haven't even seen you yet. Josh Katz, guy that woke up at 4 a.m. and told you about it.
Then we got Elizabeth Virgil in the house. Make some noise. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Elizabeth Virgil, she decorates a little too much for Christmas. One of those kinds.
Next up, Russell Wells. Where are you at? What's up, dude? Russell Wells. Most likely to ask people, what's so funny?
Like, what's so funny, dude?
What's so funny?
What are you laughing at?
I don't get it.
I don't like. What's going on over here, dude? Okay, next up, we got Mr. Scott Peck in the flesh. Scott Peck is most likely to cry after a game named after a preserved cucumber.
Next up, I believe, Brandon Faulkner. Is that who's next? Yes. Okay.
Brandon's Coffee Corner.
Brandon's Coffee Corner. Brandon always has an emergency supply of beef jerky. Just seems like something he'd have.
Doesn't he just look like a beef jerky guy, right? Jason Morse. I've seen you 5 times, but I haven't talked to you yet, my man. Thanks for coming. Jason Morse, congratulations. You just won the contest for best dressed on Wear Your Janitor's Outfit to Work Day.
Next is Todd Porter, which is great because I just met your wife for the first time, so this is going to work out great. Todd Porter, this picture is cropped because he doesn't wear the pants in the family.
Next up, we got my man Jacob Brumfield. We thought that he looked like a high school theater teacher who asked kids for their Snapchats.
Next up, looks like, well, once again, we have Scott Peck again. And this time, he puts ketchup on his steak.
Jacob Brumfield's brother, Josh Brumfield, in the house. Josh Brumfield is most likely to greet you when you walk in by saying, guess they just let anyone in here.
Next, Lindy and Arena. Is that how you say that?
Arena.
Arena? Rose has a hard name to pronounce. No. Excited for their AP English homework.
Don't they just look like the responsible kids in school? Like, I mean, Wuthering Heights is actually a classic. Like, it's going to be fun, I think. Danny Parkhurst. Danny Parkhurst looks like the mean girl in high school that became a nurse.
Next is Garrett Birdwell, which I've spent a good amount of time this weekend talking to him and learning that he is in law enforcement. So, see how this goes. Garrett Birdwell was a bully when he was 8.
Jesse Plattner, my man. Congratulations. You look like an Amish refugee.
Looks like, once again, we have Scott Peck. Scott Peck on his way to watch Top Gun for the 9th time.
Yeah. Oh, Alvaro Esquin.
This is my favorite
my
one.
Man. Congratulations. You are, if Mr. Beast were Latino. You won't believe what happened there. Ah. That is maybe my favorite one, too.
My favorite joke of the whole
yeah,
weekend.
that one's good.
All right. Next up, Delaney McDowell. A cute picture. Delaney McDowell. Jar Jar Binks look-alike.
Next up, this is a new one for us. Scott Peck dots his eyes with hearts. Just roasted Scott the whole time.
Next up, we have Sydney and Obed Lara. First date was to Arby's and the rodeo. We nailed it. I love it.
We knew it.
You don't hear a lot of girls shout, "I love Arby's." That's rare.
Special breed. Haley Kuntz and her mom, Laura Corral. This is a first-year teacher and the librarian who took her under her wing. No, this is my favorite one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're not even here tonight. That's go ahead.
It's a bummer I have to say this
I'll
one.
do it.
Okay, yeah, you do it.
It was her birthday last night too. We forgot to. This is Megan Algie. We just put ugly last name, uglier baby. It's a joke because that's like the cutest baby you've ever seen.
Obviously a cute
Okay?
baby.
And I sent it to her husband beforehand, like, is this too far? He's like, no, that's great, do it. Her husband's the one who I golfed with as Clem. Full circle.
I like this next one. All right, next is Angela Birdwell. And Angela looks like she is knee-deep in Mary Kay.
Laura Vanderwood? Yeah? Okay. Your friend is most likely to be made fun of by Trey Kennedy. Lattes and selfies.
Next is Scott Peck. Scott Peck thinks it's his podcast.
My podcast. Okay. We have a few more here. Paul Bryant Holyfield. He was voted most likely to look just like his name. Incredible name. It's a strong name. It's fantastic.
I think this is our last one. Cute photo. We've got Scott Peck. Thinks I can't believe it's not butter is butter.
That's it. That's all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up, Ghosties? Got to pause the episode real quick to tell you about something. Well, first of all, a quick story. This live podcast episode, it's awesome. It was going great. We owe our advertisers certain things we got to say, and we start doing it in front of people and get through one. I was like, that's a little different. Talking about bed sheets in front of 200 people, and I was like, that's all right. We'll just power through it, do another one. And then Brad texted me, he's like, dude, we can just do this afterwards. I was like, oh yeah, that's a great point. So now we're doing it afterwards. So right now I'm here to tell you about Fortunato. They've actually asked me to stop pronouncing it that way. It's just Fortunato. Choose it however you like. They're great. They make amazing chocolate nut butter. They figured out a way to be able to ship chocolate in the summer. Their nut butter is like nobody else's. It is the cleanest nut butter on the market. So if you're into butter, nuts, or cleanliness, or good markets, then this might be the product for you. Their dark chocolate. Where is it at? Oh, their dark chocolate has 10 times more antioxidants than blueberries. Bloobs, people. Healthier than bloobs. Who would have thought? They ship perfectly in the heat and set up into a creamy butter in a room temperature pantry. Cleanest chocolate nut butters on the market. No weird oils or flavoring like almost every other nut butter. All products manufactured in the U.S., and they buy cacao directly from 500 small farms in northern Peru. Can you say, bueno? I sure can. They offer no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee on all purchases. So you can either click the link down below in the description or go to fortunatochocolate.com/GRKC. Get yourself some high quality, great tasting nut butter today.
Next up, I think we're gonna do some shmores soon.
Yeah. Let's bring up the man of the roasted hour, Scott Peck. Come on up, Scotty boy.
Come on up. While Scott's coming up, I'll just tell a quick story. After the 4 p.m. show today, the plan is to go to Cinzetti's. I was telling my Uncle John, Coach, who's going to be in town this weekend.
That's my coach! Come to Cinzetti's with us, Coach!
I was telling him, I was like, yeah, you should go to the 4 p.m. show. You should go to Cinzetti's. He's like, what is Cinzetti's? And I was like, it's this all-you-can-eat Italian buffet. And he goes, good God. It was the best response to telling someone about Cinzetti's.
And I could totally hear him. That's exactly,
Yeah.
Oh,
You've been here 5 seconds.
My podcast.
So Coach might be at Cinzetti's later.
Okay, fun.
He's excited.
Yeah, so I've learned, Scott, you have to kind of like keep this parallel with the thing. Yeah, there you go.
Scoot in close to me, though, because the camera's this way. Yep.
Tricks of the trade, guys, huh? Yeah.
Parallel.
Scotty, welcome. Did you have fun last night?
I had a blast.
Yeah.
My throat hurt. I was laughing so much.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was good.
You're laughing in falsetto. Yeah, so, because my throat hurts, too.
Scott did a great job. Shout out to Scott and Sam, his wife, for helping out with the goodie bags.
Yeah, that was nice.
If you have yet to get a goodie bag, but you're in VIP, they are in the back. So grab those before you leave.
Yeah, several, I think like 15 left, maybe.
Wow, okay.
Quite a few left.
Yeah, we didn't announce, like, hey, the goodie bags are here. So check those out before you leave. They're right next to the merch. So if you want to pay more money to us, you can. So, Jake, you want to explain how the shmores are going to work? You want me to explain it?
You explain.
Okay, so it's interactive shmores this week. Ghosties. So if you guys pull out your phones, Justin put it on there. We have a QR code here, which I was worried if it was going to be big enough for you guys to scan. I think it's going to be fine. But also there's this bit.ly/shmores. That's a URL, so you can do it either one. But basically what it is if you go to this website, Scott has already answered his answers on there for our topic. But you guys can also add your own answers. And it's just interactive live. You guys can vote on as many of them as you want. And basically, we're just going to go down the line. We're going to pick our picks, and Scott's going to pick whatever is the highest voted on. Does that make sense? So add your own in there. Look at Scott's, make fun of Scott's, because obviously...
Getting to pick shmores with me is like painting the Sistine Chapel with Michelangelo.
Something like that, yeah.
The audience is like, wow, we get to be a part of shmores. But your liaison is Scott.
But,
Yeah, baby. The goat.
So the s'mores topic this week is things you'd want with you on a desert island.
Yeah, things
Okay.
you want to bring with you. Like if you got 4 things to bring with you.
Yes.
These would be the 4 things you'd bring.
Timon, I haven't mentioned that we're doing this yet.
Yeah.
But you're going to do it with us.
Okay,
So,
cool.
We'll have time and go
we'll
last.
have time and go last. And you'll do just fine, Timon. You'll do just fine. So how about we do
I like that you had the chance to tell him back here, and you did it.
Yeah.
100%? Because I love Timon. I love water. I'm trying to have a hard time
I
thinking
do
of water.
great under pressure.
Let's have Scott go third. Scott / the Ghosties. Let's have Jake, Brad, Scott, Timon.
Also, could we just mention real quick, have you seen the voting from last week? The biggest landslide victory I've ever had in
Which one was
shmores.
it?
School supplies.
Oh, dude, you killed it. You won. You deserve that.
Thank
Who
you.
won the week that I was on a couple weeks ago?
I think you won.
Hello.
Did you?
Scott's your liaison.
I actually don't remember. All right, so me, Brad, Scott, Timon.
Yes.
That's the list. Okay. Things I'd want to bring on a deserted island. I'm going to go with, just start it off with a fire starter kit.
Okay.
Just I feel like I watched Castaway a lot, and I think he was pretty jazzed when he made the fire.
Okay.
So
Fire starter kit.
I looked on Amazon; they have things that are kits. So that's specifically what I would bring.
Would you still even though you have the kit, would you still freak out like on Castaway?
I have created fire.
Every time.
I've been on the island 30 seconds and I make fire and I'm just
Yeah.
freaking out. I did it.
Because I don't care. I'm trying to make a fire in the fireplace, and every time it is getting roaring, I feel so good about myself.
Start beating
So,
your chest
yeah.
like Tom Hanks.
Okay. I'm gonna try a different strategy here. I'm on a cold streak with s'mores, so my strategy is gonna be more like, hey, we're on this island. We're not getting off of here. We're just gonna survive this bad boy, and we're gonna enjoy our time doing it. And so I mentioned it earlier, and people oohed and awed about pillowcases. I want a pillow. I want a pillow on this island.
Okay.
Because listen, I can sleep fine. I can fashion together a sheet, a blanket of sorts, I'm sure. Find a big leaf, but I will not find a good pillow. And all I need to sleep well, I could sleep on this stage tonight if I had a nice pillow. So I'm just going to write down nice pillow with Cozy Earth sheets.
Good answer. Good
Or
answer.
nice pillow with a Cozy Earth pillow cover. Is that the right thing?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Scott. People have been voting?
People have spoken. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like half of them are not taking it seriously.
That's great.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
The top voted answer I'm going to save for number 4 because I know none of these guys are going to pick it.
Whoa,
So
is
that's
that
going to
it?
be my ace in the hole.
Okay.
My number 1 pick is literally any kind of ball.
Literally any kind of...
Just a ball to have on the island with you to just make up games, play games, keep
Hopefully,
yourself entertained.
one of the things you're bringing is like a friend to
No, you
do it
do
with.
a friend. let me throw it against a tree and it'll bounce back and I'll try and catch it.
Growing
Yeah.
up, did you like play
Yeah.
baseball with yourself in the backyard ever?
Oh, sure.
Like, I know that sounds ridiculous,
Chuck
but
and
like
pop flies.
throw it up and then run after and catch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I had ball as well, and I was definitely going to pick it, and I thought no one else is going to pick it. So
No.
was that yours, or was that one of the Ghosties submissions?
That was one of mine.
Okay, good job.
That's high voted. But yeah, you have a ball. You know how many games you can invent on a deserted island by
Yeah.
yourself?
That's,
That's
good work.
true. I've said
Yeah.
before on the podcast, if I ever am in solitary confinement, I'm going to ask for
Yeah.
a ball.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's
ball.
fun. Yeah, I hear
ball.
you.
Dang.
Sorry,
All right.
Brad.
I have. I just had like 2 seconds to think of these. Supplies to make some sort of like solar powered water thing that like goes in the ground.
Toilet water.
I've seen this before. It's like you dig in the ground. It like evaporates water and water supply. If we're just gonna assume I'm like trying to survive,
Yeah.
Solar-powered in-ground water supply
write that down word for word.
thing.
Wrote down supplies to make some sort of water thing. What?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, good luck with the emoji on that one, Madison. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay, and you get another pick.
Okay.
Congratulations.
A Bluetooth speaker.
Oh,
What are
Gotta
you
listen
connecting to
listen
there,
to some
Time?
music. And I guess we're just gonna assume I also have a way to play music.
Yeah.
And charge it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a phone, a charger, Bluetooth speaker. It's just all the rest of my answers. No, yeah, a Bluetooth speaker, a way to listen to music.
Okay.
for the first couple hours.
That's good.
It's gonna be awesome.
What would you
Those
if you
couple
had
hours, though.
if you had 1 hour to listen to Bluetooth music? What and you know it's gonna die after that? What would you be listening to?
Yeah, maybe the last music you ever hear.
That's a good
EDM for
question.
sure.
Reggaeton.
I don't know. My current big song that I just like, I just envelop myself in it
Get
is
lost in it.
"Fix You" by Cody Fry.
Oh,
like the cover
sure.
of it. Cody Fry is
Yeah.
good. Check him out.
It's really good.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Cody Fry. Good.
Cody Fry.
Okay. All right, Scott/Ghosties.
All right. Next pick is a knife or machete,
Machete. Okay.
so I can hunt,
had it on my list.
so I can chop wood.
You feel pretty good about your ability to
I think
use
I
that?
could chase down an animal with a knife.
You think so?
And if I don't know immediately, give me a month on the island and I'll figure it out.
You think you would chase it down, or would you try to learn how to throw it?
I'd do anything that I could. I would
Yeah.
try to chase it down. I would try to hide, maybe under a comforter, and then
Good spot.
They'll
pop
never
out,
know.
pop out, slay.
Slay, slay. Yes, pig.
Rabbit, come here. Slay.
Slay.
Thanks for your contribution to life.
Grapefruit Bruce Slay. Yeah. Okay.
No, I would try throwing, hiding,
Good.
actively chasing,
Okay.
dropping out of a tree maybe.
Ooh,
Okay.
idea. You start to domesticate an animal, teach it how to play fetch with the ball.
Okay.
One
and
day.
then say, hey, Charles, sorry, I'm hungry.
This is your last game of fetch.
This is your last game of fetch.
Okay. My next pick is going to be kind of along the same lines as the first part of that sad idea. Is a dog. I want to bring a dog with me. I want a dog, and I could teach that dog to be a hunting dog and help me with the getting the food dog. So yeah, I think it'd be awesome. You got a companion. I probably should have said my wife and family first, but I said dog. So assuming we're by ourselves.
So it will be like a hunting dog, you think?
Yeah.
Cool.
It doesn't have to be. I could train it.
You will make it.
Any dog I can train.
I would love to see that. Hunt.
Yeah. Do it. Seriously, do it.
Sniff it.
Tiger.
Come on, Tiger. Come on, Tiger. Go get it, Tiger. Yeah. Good times. All right. Jake, you get 2 picks.
All right. also found this item online to make sure that it is a real thing. It's a fishing net, but you put it in the water, and it's like a one-way net where fish can swim into this thing, but they can't swim out of it. That way I
Okay.
don't really have to do the fishing. So just put me down for one-way fish net.
Okay, one-way fish net.
Good.
One-way fish net. And then just whenever I want them, set the net down. Oh, 4 fish. My favorite.
I love like that sounds like so logically accurate of like, yeah, that's probably how it'd be. I'm sure like you're like, there's no fish. Like you
Do
just
it.
yeah. Come on, get in the net. Okay, good. Okay, my next one my next one is gonna be I'm gonna let Jake go and then I'll go.
Next, this is also kind of taken from Castaway. I'm going to bring a sailboat with me. I think I spend enough time on the island. I take my Kanakuk and Sandals Resort sailing skills.
Yeah.
And eventually I'm like, I've done all I can on the island. Let's just see if we can find life. And then I just sail away.
Okay. There you go.
You bring
sailboat.
an actual boat.
Yeah.
All right.
You can bring one too.
Cool.
Just don't say sailboat.
Mine will have an engine on it, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That feels like cheating though. It's like what I bring on
No.
a deserted island. A society, okay.
A plane.
Okay, my next one, once again, going for just I'm on this island, I'm gonna enjoy myself. A guitar. I could entertain myself for a long time with just a dog and a guitar with a nice pillow in my head, So my next pick is guitar. Sorry if I stole it from you, Timon.
Nice. All right. This is my first Ghosties Have Spoken vote.
Hey,
This is coming from y'all.
Okay.
So my number 3 pick is a $600 espresso machine with an endless supply of mainstream roasters meats.
That's all time. Good plug.
Monetized bread.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's it. It makes great espresso. I will say that. So, good.
Not as good as an $800 one, though. That did make me laugh every single time without fail. That was like the in Phoenix. I just laughed every time.
Yeah, it's just easy.
All right, I just want to say,
Oh, Scotty.
I went to Google to see if I could find some inspiration, and the thing that was still on Google was a picture of Lori Lightfoot.
I had to Google who that was. I had no idea who she was.
Yeah.
Just ask Catherine.
Mayor of Chicago.
But anyway, my next thing will be a fishing pole.
Okay.
So similar to Jake's.
It
but
is pretty similar.
a pole. Yeah.
Fishing pole.
So no bait. Find the bait yourself.
No, his Bluetooth speaker will find the bait for him.
Yeah.
Okay, last one.
Timon's list is just full of just halfway things and a phone charger.
And then I just had a shelter of some kind, or some way to build a shelter.
Okay.
Sheltered kid with a shelter.
Yeah.
Shelter.
That's
what I'm
of
used
some
to.
kind.
Gotta
Yeah.
stay sheltered, yeah.
Can't
All
be
right.
exposed to masculinity.
Yeah, there you go.
Give
Put
you at
him
least
on
a shred
deserted
of it.
island.
Yeah.
Put some hair on your chest.
Boy, you learn real quick with me. I'm gonna be a man around here. You ever missing hours? Go ahead, Scotty.
All right, my final pick, voted by the Ghosties, the most popular vote, Timon.
Wow, that's an honor. Wow. Thank you,
Just being
guys.
on an island with Timon. Then I also get all of his stuff, so we get a Bluetooth speaker, we get a shelter, a
Life
fishing
hack.
pole.
Yeah. And supplies to make some sort of water thing.
I mean, talk about a vacation.
All right. I'm going to go with my last one. Once again, just trying to have fun on this island. The most refreshing drink, which I used to be so against, now it's the greatest thing ever, coconut LaCroix is my last pick. There's nothing more refreshing, and I guarantee you on a deserted island, it would hit different.
There's really nothing more refreshing than a coconut LaCroix.
What do you... Rebuttal. What is it?
Water. Water seems like what you would want.
I got plenty of water all around me.
But then you would have had to bring supplies to make some sort of water thing. So.
I don't want it pre-assembled. I want the materials. I will put together the water.
Yeah, true. Not just water. No, water is refreshing. Coconut LaCroix. I like the
It is
carbonation.
good, yeah.
So.
It is good.
Okay, Jake, what's your great pick?
My last one is going to be Bear Grylls. I think that's just...
Not bad.
I figured he'd stick around to the end. Yeah, just bring him, and I really probably shouldn't have... I didn't need to bring that other stuff. But
You don't need a sailboat. He'll make you one.
Yeah, I'll just hop on him.
Yeah.
He's the sail.
Give us. I bet Scott could do a good Bear Grylls. Can you do it?
I don't even remember how he talked. I
He would-
literally haven't heard him talk in so long.
I know he would say, instead of glacier, he would say glacier. And like instead of vitamin, he would say vitamin.
Oh, yeah. These animals have natural vitamins in them. When consumed, will fuel you for days.
That's perfect.
That reminds me, how much did you guys enjoy Brad's voiceover in the wedding video last night? It was so good. So Rachel and I just get emailed their wedding video, and we don't know what's in it. We don't know what to expect. Brady just sends it to us, and oh yeah, first of all, the Netflix logo. I was like, this is kind of fun. And then all of a sudden, it's just boom. It just looks like a Nat Geo thing. And the first 30 seconds, my mind is racing. I'm like, is there an AI program where you could type in stuff and then David Attenborough's voice says it? Like, AI is definitely involved. Like, how did he do this? Does he know him personally? Did he pay him? And then it was Brad. I was like, I probably should have known that was Brad the whole time. I'm like, yeah, I talked to him more than anyone.
Did anybody else not realize it was Brad? Okay.
Yeah.
Same people that didn't know that Emily was, transported. I guess twin sister.
But yeah, that was Rachel and I's favorite part of the wedding video was the first 30, 40 seconds. Because we're like, we had no idea that was Brad the first time.
I will say, I have a little drink that I have. It's flavors Glacier Grape, and literally every time I drink it, I say, Glacier. Every time, without fail, in my head.
That's perfect.
Glacier Grape.
I love it, man. Okay, let me read these off real quick. We got Jake says he's taken to a desert island fire starter kit, one-way fishnet, sailboat, and Bear Grylls. Brad's bringing a pillow, a dog, a guitar, and coconut LaCroix. That sounds like a good time. Scott is bringing literally any kind of ball, a knife, a $600 espresso machine, and Timon. And Timon's bringing supplies to make some sort of water thing. Bluetooth speaker, fishing pole, and shelter of some kind. So,
Thanks for giving me all the time to prepare.
Yeah, you did great. You did great.
Yeah.
Any other honorable mentions from either the Ghosties or...
I got a lot.
Yeah.
I'll go through a few
Some of your favorites?
It was Timon, I chose you over Puppy Chow. I want you to know. My final vote, I chose you over Puppy Chow, but that was one of the highly voted ones. Another one of my favorites was 200 Pancakes. Shout out Jordan. That was a great one. Life Straw.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Is that like when your kid's choking?
No.
You stick it
You
in
really
their
think
throat.
so? No, you're supposed to be able to instantly purify any water by drinking it through the straw.
Oh, okay. So what Timon was
So
explaining?
yeah, that's
Some sort of water thing.
Okay.
basically my pick.
Latest episode of Ghostrunners each week.
Okay.
Just like a little box floats down from the skies.
Supply drop.
It's like your one interaction.
With a fully
Don't
charged-
go away. Don't end it with a jingle.
Yeah, a fully charged Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
Bible book.
Good for you guys.
Yeah. There's another good one. Extra masculinity.
Bring some of that.
Let's see. I put this one on there. I thought it might get a few more votes. Eastward facing beach. Watch the sunrise every morning.
That's good, Scotty.
Let's see if there's any. Manna of God. That's not bad.
Talk about raining down.
I'd say pretty
A
nice.
horse to smell. Jack Sparrow. Bo Ellis.
Yeah. Oh, he would get you off that island so quick. I got this.
Yeah, there's a lot on here. That's probably good.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. Good. I don't really have any great ones. I had some practical ones, matches. Oh, I did write one of those TVs that has the VCR and the DVD combo in them. little life hack there. But then I was like, well, then I got to choose the DVD next. And so, anything else you guys got? Timon, how many? You got a ton of honorable mentions, I bet.
I had water
barely anything.
purifier. I felt like Timon kind of said that one. I had Bible and volleyball if I wanted to go full castaway. Just like a volleyball I could put my bloody print all over. I had good ranger's chicken. It's an honorable mention. That would be kind of
I had
nice.
that on there too.
And then I had just a list of things that were all solar powered. Solar powered. Solar powered cell phone. Solar powered. Oh.
Keep going. Keep going.
That's good to know. Don't try to say that on stage. Solar-powered satellite phone, solar-powered cell tower. I was just going to build a society.
Yeah. Can you say those three things 3 times fast?
Solar-powered cell phone, solar-powered cell tower, I don't even know what the other term is.
Solar-powered cell tower is hard to say. That's good.
So.
Okay. So you guys know the drill. Vote on what you want.
This will come out Wednesday.
Vote for yourselves, honestly. Do it.
Yeah, you got a head start here. Scott and the Ghosties. I think you guys are going to vote for yourselves. Or maybe you're going to be like, that pillow pick was pretty good.
I love coconut LaCroix.
Sweet.
Hi, sorry, it's me once again, Jake from the future and also from the kitchen. And here to tell you a pretty exciting announcement. Somebody's back. Oh, is it Scott? Oh, is it my dad who went to the store 15 years ago and never came back? That joke doesn't really work because you guys know my dad's in the picture. But no, the correct answer is Chike. They're back and got some exciting stuff going on. For one, they're doing a back-to-school campaign right now. Through the end of the week, they are giving some money back to people. Proceeds go to care packs for kids, eliminating food insecurity for students in Abilene, which is where they're based out of. And so, yeah, if you want to act fast, be a part of that campaign they're doing. We love Chike, and I think they love us. They keep coming back to us. They sent us free samples. We threw them to didn't literally throw, but gave them to all of our VIPs at Grande-Boo. So just help us support people we love. And if you're new here, you don't even know what Chike is. They are protein iced coffee. That's right. Take a little time to digest it. If you're new around here, I haven't heard that before, but it is amazing. It is very low in sugar, high in protein. You could start your day with it. You can, kind of middle of your day, get a little, avoid that kind of nap grogginess, about 2:30, 2:40 p.m. Get yourself chiked up whenever you want it. It is awesome. Every serving has 20 grams of non-GMO protein, 2 shots of real espresso coffee, and only 1 gram of sugar. So go to chike.com, CHIKE, Chike, code Ghostrunners for 25% off your first subscribe and save on chike.com. So yeah, go support them this week while they're giving back to school kids. And enjoy the rest of the episode. Appreciate you and appreciate Chike. Yikes.
Scott, thank you for you.
welcome.
You want to stay up here? You can.
Sure.
Why not? It's your podcast. You want to do some voice memos?
Yeah, do some live kind of voice memos.
by
People
voice
who went to the
memos, we
Florida
mean-
trip, you get how it works. So
Yeah.
I think anyone who wants to, if you have a question to ask us, you can come to this mic up here and just ask away. So in the meantime, though, we can.
okay.
Somebody's
All right,
coming.
all
Okay.
right.
Phew. Or they're all going to the restroom at the same time.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Let's do some sound. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
boom,
Don't.
boom.
Yeah.
So I'm Elizabeth from Colorado, and I just want to say after last night how horrible I did. I really have a lot more respect that you can get up there and do crowd work. But of course we know that you guys have awesome parents. Shout out to Dave and Georgianne and Steve and Trisha. And but what I wanted to know is if you guys had a story from your childhood of something just really dumb that you did, that you got in big trouble for.
100%.
Specifically, if your parents had a really unique way to punish you. For example, when I was a kid, me and my cousin thought it'd be really fun to take a pool cue and poke about 100 holes in our basement ceiling.
Fun.
It
Nice.
was super fun. But then a couple weeks later, when my dad went down there, instead of getting spanked with the normal rod, we got spanked with the pool cue.
Dang.
Anything like that.
I just watched The Dark Knight where the Joker breaks the pool cue. That's what I'm thinking. We're going to have tryouts. Wow.
Never made another hole in the ceiling after that.
Yeah,
That's good.
Wow.
Dang.
That's good. I have one that immediately comes to mind for me. Well, first of all, I made a hole in my bedroom wall with a baseball. It wasn't a hole. It was a dent. They didn't love that because I was playing baseball by myself, I think, in my room, throwing it back and forth. Anyway, but another thing, Scott and I grew up, we loved playing wiffle ball in the backyard. It's kind of one of the reasons we call it Ghostrunners because we would say Ghostrunners on second all the time. Anyway, and we had a dog, Oscar, until I was 10 years old, and he would poop in the backyard, and we obviously didn't want to play baseball with the poop, and so there was one time I just thought it was a good idea. I would take the dog poop, and it was dry, okay, but I would take it and I would just throw it in the neighbor's yard. Thought I was being pretty clever. Turns out the fence that I'm throwing it over is right by my parents' bedroom window, and I don't know if it was my mom or my dad. Do you remember this? Watching it? I just remember you guys. What'd you do with that dog poop? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And
I took care of it.
I don't remember if they. I don't know if they punished me in any certain way. I mean, the classic thing I just remember my dad saying is, like, anytime I would get in trouble, he'd just go, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like that was enough for me to be like, "I'm sorry, Dad." I didn't mean to." But yeah, just throwing dog poop over the fence.
A couple things come to mind. One, I don't know if I want to spoil it. I mean, I kind of talk about this in my stand-up set later, but I remember my dad being really adamant that I would always eat my peas, and I didn't want to eat the peas. And he's like, "All right, if you don't eat your peas, you're gonna get spanked." And I was like, "Get your belt out, old man." Like, let's do this. And so, he'd go back and he'd spank me, and then he'd be like, "All right, you learned your lesson?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." And then we go back, and he's like, "You gonna eat your peas now?" I was like, "No." Was that the lesson? No, they still taste bad. Yeah. So I just remember, those were two connected things. Like the only time I can remember getting spanked was because I didn't eat the peas.
The peas specifically. Yeah.
And I'm still a picky eater, so I think it wasn't a behavioral issue. Peas aren't great.
You're like, they're not a good, that's good.
Yeah. He would also do this thing whenever I would like get in trouble where like we would go out of town for the weekend and he would chain my dog up to a trampoline and then the dog would get away and then I would come home and not have a dog or a trampoline. So that was a cool thing we would do every now and then.
Jason, you ready? Come on. Welcome to Kansas City.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Jason from South Carolina. I'm here with my wife, Elena. We're due for a baby boy in October.
Let's go. Congratulations.
So been kind of retrospective, preparing for fatherhood. And so I wanted to start out this live voice memo, pretty serious question. How would you describe each other as ice cream flavors? And also, if you could have a conversation with yourself from 10 years ago, what would you tell yourself?
Wow. Great question. Ice cream flavors. I'm so good at these questions.
Yeah? What would I be to you?
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
You could go ahead and say chunky monkey for me.
You look like a Moose Tracks guy.
I love moose tracks.
What would Timon be? What kind of ice cream is old time?
Like sorbet.
Yeah, I was going to say like sherbet or something. Yeah.
Friggin' sherbet, yeah. That's good.
All right, well, we answered that question. Okay, on to the 10 years ago.
10 years ago, I was
Junior in
22.
college?
And then I remember when I turned 22, Catherine thought it was the most clever thing in the world to blast Taylor Swift's 22.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it was just kind of coming out, so it was kind of original. Now it's like, 22. Yeah. I don't know. You have any thoughts on that?
I'm trying to think. I would have been going in my senior year. You guys would have just been just graduated college 10 years ago?
22, I was still in college.
I was very much still in college.
Yeah, Scott was delayed.
I was in Portugal for 2 years.
Fun. I don't know. What comes? Do you have anything?
To me, I think there's just a lot of value that I've seen in just like, just do it. Like, that's Nike, I guess. But just like,
is it in you? It's Gatorade.
Let's see. Think different. The ultimate driving machine. No. You like that, Scott? No, I think just really, that got you. It's BMW. It's BMW's
brand slogans.
Yeah.
Every kiss begins with K.
Yeah. No, I think just the idea of like, so often I can analyze things and be like, is this the right thing or should I do this or that? And the best things in my life have come from just like not thinking, knowing that it's a good idea and wanting to do it, knowing that I'm committed to doing it, but then just doing it. Like I think about like, I studied abroad in Spain and looking back on that, I'm like, I don't know what I didn't think a ton about that. Or like, I didn't like think a ton like before I was like, I'm just going to sell stuff for woodworking. LS Custom Creations I thought of in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Like Ghostrunners, the name, like, whatever. Like all these things, like, it's not like we were like, we're going to do a podcast, but before we start this thing, we got to make sure this, and this happen. It's like, at the end of the day, the best thing is to just start doing it. And so I would just tell myself that back then. Because I think back then I was probably thinking to myself, I got to make sure I'm ready and this is the right decision. And you don't know if it's going to be the right decision at the time. And if it's not, then you go do something else. So
That's good. I don't know if I have like anything crazy to add. I've talked about it before. I did the strength fighter test. My number one strength is futuristic. So I'm not a reflective guy. Like it's hard for me to think back. Like I don't even know what have I done. What has happened? I don't think I have a lot of regrets. I don't think there's many things that be like, hey, look out for this. Make sure you do this. I think it'd be like, just lean into your skills and your talents and keep going back to Kanakuk, even though you're gonna become older than everyone else there. It's gotta pay off. Keep doing that and. Yeah, because I think I've ended up doing a lot of like weird things that not a lot of people that were my peers or my friends at the time were doing, and it's worked out. So probably just would have told myself, do your own thing. Just do it.
Hey, just do it.
It's something I thought of 10 years ago.
Maybe we should make merch that says "Just do it."
Just T-shirts and shoes.
Make it count. Yeah, make it count. Just do it. All right.
Sorry, I didn't have a better answer.
Snapchat teacher over here. Yeah.
It's actually good. I took that photo while I was with my youth group, so.
Hey, perfect.
I do not accept Snapchats. No,
Okay.
that's a bad idea. I'd like to keep my job. So I'm Jacob Brumfield from Kansas City. Actually, just moved here a couple weeks ago. Wanted to make sure I was here for Grande-Boo.
Cool.
So Kansas City native now.
Yes.
My question for y'all is, if y'all could remake any film and star in it, which film would it be?
That's a good
and
question.
Why?
Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I think we know
There's a lot of
Scott's.
films out
Have a guess at least.
I mean,
My first thought was like a comedy, like Go Do Liar Liar or something. But also, I remember when I was a kid, anytime you watch a sports movie and someone wasn't good at sports, it's like, why didn't they cast me? They don't even know how to dribble a basketball.
oh yeah. I mean, my first thought is Tommy Boy. It would be so fun. But then again, it's like, but Chris Farley did it. And
He did a
such
good job.
So that's my answer. Is Tommy Boy. I think it's one of my favorite movies. Chris Farley's somebody that I've always thought was really funny, and I think physical humor is funny. So I think I'd enjoy that.
I'd probably just say Passion of the Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you.
I thought he did okay, you know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay. Daddy? Oh wow, we got two sides. Yeah, let's go back and forth. Yeah, sure. We'll make it. We'll kind of rapid
New Heights
fire.
shirt. I like that. You see that?
What's that?
She got a New Heights shirt on.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is May, and I am from Alexandria, Virginia. This is a little short. And
Alexandria, remember the Titans?
Yeah.
yeah,
Opening
actually
scene.
correct.
Maybe Gary Bertier.
Like
if I knew
down
I
him.
was
the
just about to say
street.
that's a movie I would review.
Yeah, good callback. Okay, so I have two questions. One for my sister who couldn't be here, so I'm gonna ask that one first.
She didn't pay, so she didn't get it.
Yeah, no. She got married recently and had to do all that stuff, and
Yeah.
she couldn't make just the wedding was in the way. Anyway,
still
but
there.
question. She was asking if you could go back and do one of your first jobs, whatever job it was, what would be the job you'd go back and do just for fun?
Just for fun.
Because you really enjoyed it. And then my question is, what was the moment, this is really for Jake and Brad, that you guys look back, if you have a moment, wow, I'm actually really good friends with this person, or we're going to be really good friends.
With Jake specific, with each
Yeah.
other. Okay.
So much looking back. I'm not good at looking back.
The answer I think for both of us is going to be programs at Kanakuk.
Kanakuk, yeah.
I mean, we literally last night was a glimpse of what we did every single summer for Well, I guess I just did it 2 summers, as programs. But I mean, it's so fun to do stuff like that, and we got to do it, 4 nights a week at camp, stuff like that.
And how much better would we be at it now if we could go back into it?
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
Back then we were just
and
dumb
just
college
the technology that's out there now.
kids. Yeah.
Oh, my
Bluetooth
God.
speakers.
Lights that turn off.
Yeah. The lights can turn off. Yeah. Is that your answer too?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there'd be fun with it. Like it would be kind of fun to go back and work at a fireworks tent, but like not more fun than Kanakuk. So I should probably choose that one.
Like I thought I was a bank teller for a little bit. That was a really fun job, but not as fun as Kanakuk.
yeah, it'd be fun to go back and do that.
Do you have an answer for the second one? I do. If you
Not immediately. Go for it.
Okay, my answer is, I always knew that like I was good, like friends with Jake. We were buddies and we always got along. But I think when I really knew that you were like next level, like, oh, like he cares about me a lot and we're like close friends is when you were like, hey, I want to move back to Kansas City from Dallas. I think that was
yeah.
like the thing that was like really solidified in my mind, like, oh, like it's not just like one of those like, oh, Jake, it seems like Jake's got a million friends. Like, oh, he's just probably like this with a lot of people. It's like, oh no, he's moving back here for a reason. And it wasn't just because of me, but I think it was because he missed all our friends and our community and stuff. So that's my answer.
That's good. I think I would even dare to say the first time we ever hung out. Because sense of humor is just it's such an easy way to bond, especially with guys. It's like if they have the same sense of humor as you, you're like, oh, we're gonna be tight.
Totally.
And I remember driving around. I came up here to interview, I think, or something, and we were just driving around, and you were just rolling your window down and just yelling at people on the street.
Yeah, right,
And I was like, that's pretty funny. I was in college at the time.
I can start a podcast with this guy.
Yeah, he would just yell at people and just asking them directions. I mean, we knew exactly where we were going. But
Right,
he was like, you guys know how to get on the 4-5?
Yeah.
You can imagine Brad doing it.
You
Is
guys
it
remember?
4-5?
Yeah. How do you get to the Slurpee burpee? Yeah. All right. Next question.
Hi, I'm Danny from Arizona,
Hi, Danny
and
from Arizona.
it was really cool that you guys came to Arizona for your bachelor party. But we call Scottsdale Snobsdale.
Yeah.
So
I tell you what.
a little rough,
that
yeah.
place,
So the
makes
picture
you feel better. We just golfed the whole time.
Yeah, it's fine. The picture you guys showed of me, I was in a smock when you roasted me. I'm a
Yes.
dog groomer.
Oh,
So it
okay.
made me think of a little game that we've played. It's just really quick. We go around and me and my family, we tried to name as many dog breeds as possible, as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So I thought that might be a fun little snippet for you guys to do. It's very fast.
Go.
So I'll let you guys
just,
do
just
that.
Like pepper, like one.
Yeah, just boom, 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 one at a time. And that was
Sure.
all. So
Fun game.
Timon's getting his Be Real out or something over here.
Gotta get the other angle.
I'm just kidding. Pomeranian.
That's what I was gonna say. German Shepherd,
Golden Retriever.
Dachshund.
Golden Doodle.
Rottweiler,
Weimaraner.
Husky.
English Terrier. Is that a thing?
Pit Bull,
Jack Russell Terrier.
Pointer? That's a thing, right?
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Great Day.
Australian Shepherd.
Oh, that was next. Okay.
Copper.
Shih Tzu.
Come on.
Did someone say Great Pyrenees yet? Great Pyrenees?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
shoot.
Labradoodle.
Nice.
Chihuahua.
Oh, nice.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Chihuahua.
Bernie's Mountain Poo.
Nice.
Been looking into him.
Oh.
I was about to say Burmese Mountain.
No, you weren't.
I was.
He's
Loser.
out.
All right, we still going?
I'm out too.
They don't teach us these at home.
This isn't in the curriculum.
Yeah, you get horses. Time is going to be just fine. But that's fun. Thanks, Daddy.
That was a fun little game. All right. Cool.
Hi, I'm Michaela from Kansas City.
Yeah, boy.
The Missouri side.
That's okay.
Continuing with the theme of looking back, one of the strongest ways to recall a memory is smell. So what is a scent that instantly makes you feel nostalgic, and what memory does it bring back?
Wow. Rachel would be so good at this question. I am not going to do as good.
I got one.
Yeah, I say go
Okay.
ahead.
I always cry when I think about my dad because I love my dad. But every once in a while, he'll give me like his old. This is so weird. His old undershirts or something for like rags in the shop. I know. There's my pop. There he is. There's Papa.
I walk in on Brad in the wood shop, and he's what? Nothing.
No,
Just using
but
this old rag.
I don't know. I think my family just has a certain detergent, and I don't know. My dad's shirts smell a certain way, and anytime I will use it, I'll smell him. I'll just think of all the good times of my childhood with my dad. So
Don't want to follow that.
good luck. Yeah.
I feel like every now and then a smell will just hit me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's second grade. Yeah. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like this is like Mr. Schultz's class right now.
Yeah.
And then it goes away. I don't even know how to describe it.
Okay. Yeah. Good. You guys have any other?
Timon? You got a snaz on you?
Scott's podcast, not mine.
Yeah. That's right.
I don't smell my dad's undershirts.
One of those.
No, I think what comes back is walking into a church, like my hometown church building,
Yeah.
and just thinking about all the basketball we played in that
Yeah.
gym. It has a certain scent to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dude, even like walking in that movie theater, I don't go to movie theaters that often. So just like that smell of that
Popcorn.
popcorn when you walk into a movie theater is something. I don't know how they do that, but it
Butter.
is wonderful. Yeah, a lot of butter. Anyway.
I just thought of one more. Anytime, still to this day, this isn't like a fond memory, but anytime I smell like secondhand smoke, I think back to, because my dad is such a good parent, I think back to Las Vegas when I was in 7th grade. I think that was like my first time ever smelling like secondhand smoke. And so now it's like almost every time I smell it now, I think back to Las Vegas. So
There you go.
great trip. Learned a lot.
Thanks a lot, Dad.
Very eye-opening.
Learned a lot.
Right,
It
Jesse?
is.
I assumed with timing it would be horses.
Yeah, horses. They take me back. Yeah.
All right. My name's Jesse. I'm from Central Illinois. My question is kind of a two-parter. I've met a lot of homeschoolers this week, and I'm just curious how many homeschoolers are here versus. And then the second part is, Jake, if you ever decide to have kids or when you just get kids.
Steve says amen.
Quick.
That was fast.
When you get done practicing and actually get there,
Yeah.
will you homeschool your kids?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Rachel and I will need to talk about it, obviously. I think we both had such similar, amazing upbringings in small towns with small schools, and we loved that and would love to give that to our kids, like a very similar experience. But it's like if we want to live anywhere in Kid City near our friends, it's like they're going to have to go to a 5A, 6A high school. They don't have farm towns, high schools out here. So, yeah, we'll need to decide what that looks like. Do we either move out of the suburbs and to Tonganoxie or something like that? I don't know.
Flat City?
Yeah. Or does it look like maybe a homeschool to a certain age thing or get them in a nicer district? So, yeah, we've actually kind of already talked about it, and it's fun. And I'm pretty fired up. Like, what if I work really hard for like 5 years, and then I could be like the homeschool dad?
Yeah.
I'm down. Math and science with Jake.
Magic 101.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, and then Catherine does the
Yeah.
English, the fine arts.
That's right. So you do great.
Hello, my name is Mariah Garrett. I am from Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, I saw you last
hello
weekend.
again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good old B-Town. My question for you all is, I'm going to give you a scenario. You wake up tomorrow, you are told you have to do this. You choose a historical figure that you have to live their life to a T. So it's like, if you choose Abraham Lincoln, you can't choose to not go to Ford's Theater. So who would you choose?
Oh.
Looking back again.
And it had a historical figure, not just like a person I thought had a cool life.
You live their whole life, though?
Wow. I don't know. Let's see.
Genghis Khan. Nothing's going to change. You know, it's not like I can affect it, so let's just see what it's like.
You just get to conquer.
Yeah. Alexander the Great, something like that. Like, what's that all about?
Oh, man. I can't even think of very many historical. I'm just thinking of presidents right now. That's all I can think of. Like, who's
What about like one of the Wright brothers? Like you're the first person to ever fly.
Did they do all right? They never tried
I don't
to
think
do a
they
hovercraft.
crashed.
Yeah.
I don't think they crashed. I have no idea how they passed away, but
All right.
that'd
I'll
be
take.
kind of fun.
Let's pick our Wright brother on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Orville.
Daryl.
Daryl's my favorite. You always grow up here, not Daryl.
Yeah.
He was the third brother. Nobody really knew about him.
He was the one that did crash.
Timon!
This guy gets it. Yeah. All right, Paul. Paul Brian Holyfield.
This camera just shut off like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, good to
Yeah,
know.
I know. It's all right.
That's good. We'll wrap it up soon.
It's easier for me like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Paul Holyfield. I'm the guy who looks like Trump in that one photo. Not anymore.
Yeah.
But along those lines, what was something dumb that you did, but you look back on fondly, like me with that Trump photo?
Oh. I mean, probably quitting my full-time YouTube job to live in a limo with no air conditioning. I mean, that was
pretty dumb.
So dumb. Yeah, but it worked out. It was fine. It was really fun.
I've never done anything dumb. Any thoughts? Scott, can you think of anything we've done dumb? Oh, I have a fun. Do you remember the snow day with the Noog?
Yeah.
So my old car was nicknamed the Noog, because it was white, but it was never really that clean, so it was kind of like more of a creamy nougat color.
The Noog.
My sister also drove it. She's here tonight. Shout out Dana today. Anyway, and there was one snow day where I don't know if my parents know this story. We went to get Quick Trip hot chocolate, and we were coming back and just, doing some fun little drifts in the road.
Little Tokyo drift.
And I drifted and hit Scott's neighbor's mailbox pretty good and didn't do anything about it.
It's just dangling there.
It was not dangling. It was just like a 30-degree angle about it. So they were.
I did think of another funny story too, though.
What?
I was with Bree and Rustin Dowd. We were on the front porch of their house one night, and we had a water balloon slingshot, and we had the bright idea to launch water balloons at cars driving by in the road. And I mean, their front door is like, I don't know, 40 feet from the road. It's not that far. Her mom sitting on the porch watching us do this, just like letting it happen. And we were not even coming close. I mean, the things were like shooting straight at our feet. They're shooting way up in the air. And then all of a sudden, this Lexus comes down the road. And I pull it back and just launch a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that slams the hood of this Lexus. Dude slams on his brakes. I run back in the house. I shut the door on Bree, so she's just standing outside. Rustin runs around the backyard. And so Bree's just left on the porch to face the consequences there with her mom.
How old were you?
High school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
This was actually last month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
With her mom.
But that's a pretty fun memory of something extremely dumb.
Sure. Yeah. Good times. All right, let's just do these. Are you coming up too? Or you're going to be the last one? All right, we got 3 more. Oh, yeah, you're not. You're just a video guy. Okay.
That's Tyler.
Yeah.
My name is Samuel from the Middle East,
Yes.
Indiana.
Love it.
My question for you, I actually thought of it because I saw Jake's hat for Dude Perfect. So do you guys have any Dude Perfect moments of yourselves in sports where you like did something, you're like, that was incredible?
Oh, yeah.
Mine, I'll say real quick, was I did Can Jam, and I got it into the little slit. If you ever play Can Jam, then you know. And,
Nice.
And I lost
You were Dude
it.
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
lost it for that moment.
You were on cloud 9 the rest of the day.
Timon?
You know me. Probably just like making any basketball shot ever.
No way! Oh.
A layup?
Yeah. This is such a random one, but this is the first thing that popped in my head, and I think I'm still proud of it to this day. In Scott's backyard, his neighbor had a 6-foot fence, and there was one time I robbed a home run in wiffle ball.
Oh, wow.
And that's the greatest feeling in the world, is robbing a home run.
Yeah.
We practiced that.
Oh, yeah,
We'd just throw it up to
Just
each
lob
other.
each other balls.
I couldn't get over the fence, but I could get up and high enough to catch it. So, robbing a home run was my Dude Perfect moment. So.
Jake, I think, was present for this. It was either last summer or 2 summers ago, we were playing golf at Heritage Park. And we were like 100 yards out, and I hit my shot. I hit the green, spun, and went in the hole. And that was, I only had one other hole. I've never hit a hole in one. I played golf for 20 years just about. And I've only ever holed out one other time, and I didn't see it. And this one I saw, and I went into a full sprint all the way to the green. That was probably one of my highlights. So.
That's fun. I don't know if I think of because I did kind of do trick shots for like a year of my life. So I'm like, yeah. You ever seen toilet plunger trick shots too? That's pretty cool moments there. No, I don't know. I mean, probably anytime in golf you chip in, you're like, I was just trying to get it close. That was so fun that it went in or whatever. Any just good no-look pass in basketball back in high school. It was like, that was so unnecessary, but it got the crowd fired up.
Yes.
So thanks for cheering me on.
Absolutely. All right, Joan.
So that's probably it.
Hey, I'm Joan. I'm from Shawnee. So I have a couple questions. One, my kids are so picky. So Jake, this is for you. I don't know if I should even bother trying to give them peas and spank them, because I think mine would do the same thing, like just spank me. I'm not going to eat them. But I know obviously with Rachel, she's having you try more foods and stuff, and I tell my sons, what if your wife makes something for dinner? You have to eat it. Mm-hmm. So I would love to know how you've navigated that, and even your parents. How do they deal with you? Because I'm at my wit's end. And then the one thing one of my favorite things in the whole world is Brad beatboxing. Oh. And so I would love it if Brad and Timon wouldn't mind maybe improvising and doing a little beatbox. No, seriously.
Sure. I'm your puppet, Joan. No problem.
The Twinkle Twinkle Little Freaking Star and all those, that whole episode, I was crying laughing. So it's one of my favorite things. I just thought I would ask. If not, it's okay. It's too much.
I'll answer while you guys concoct a quick song really quickly. I don't know if my parents really tried to make me eat vegetables that much. I remember eating a lot of McDonald's Happy Meals growing up, and I think it was the 90s. It was before we knew. Before Stratford knew. You know, that hadn't got to them that it was going to be bad. But so, yeah, I don't know what to tell you exactly. I would say I'm a little nervous when it comes to, like, feeding my children. I'm like, all right, eat the bell peppers. It's like, why don't you eat it, Dad? It's like, you eat it. Your mom is going to be eating it for both of us. So why don't you and your mom eat it? And pizza rolls are done. Sorry, I got to go. So, yeah, I'm getting better, though. I mean, we told that story in the podcast recently, which I was not even trying to be funny, but the one time I asked Rachel what the white broccoli was. So I feel like that's a step in the right direction, learning cauliflower. And
boy didn't even know what cauliflower was. That's how your dad said it. Boy didn't even know what cauliflower was.
And then recently, Rachel has basically become my mom. She's like preparing me stuff like, all right, now I made you something. I want you to try it. And then I want you to tell me what you think about it. And then she's like, that's actually healthy bread. I'm like, great, that's awesome. And so we're in a Mediterranean phase right now. Yeah. Rachel's bringing home a lot of Greek stuff, learning a lot of new words. Tzatziki. There's one of them.
We'll work on it.
One at a time.
We'll work on it.
That's good. Can I have a drink of your whatever that is?
Yeah, it's nice. Honey citrus mint tea.
My mouth's just dry.
Now he's ready.
You ready?
You want me to sing it or rap it?
Rap it, dog.
Okay, I'm rapping it.
Or whatever.
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa.
Okay, you started off.
Oh, man. I love you, Tyler. All right. A 1 and a 2. I was like, I'm not ready for this.
I was so in the zone, man. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring turns to brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. And if that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat.
Yeah! Mouth's so dry. Thank you.
Wow, you guys just came up with that.
You guys just did it.
Amazing.
Huh. Improv.
Had no idea, huh?
I'm going to sing that to my daughter tonight.
Yeah, I'd say so.
This is a nice thing to go to sleep to.
Yes.
All right, last one.
Hi, I'm Hope, and I'm coming from North Carolina. And this is something that I actually sent in as a voice memo with my friend 2 years ago. Shout out Bailey Holly, but she's in London right now, so she can come. But we wanted to ask you guys, what is your ultimate trail mix? If you could mix anything together, what would it be? You have to pick 5 things: a nut, a fruit, a sweet thing, a salty thing, but then just a random thing. So I actually asked one of my friends the same question, and his random thing was a pizza pocket. So it literally could be anything. You just gotta make sure you have something sweet and salty.
Can you
for
run
sure.
through the options one more
Nut,
time?
Yeah.
sweet, salty.
Yeah.
Nut,
Dude.
Fruit.
Nut, fruit.
Yeah, you got like a dried fruit, like a mango, maybe a dried strawberry.
ruin
It's a trail mix.
right.
You
You know what?
Like you're on the trail
fruit,
and you see a
sweet.
nut. Yeah.
What else?
A
Fruit.
nut, a fruit,
Salty.
sweet, salty, and then something random.
Salty,
Maybe
random.
pizza rolls, Jake.
You can't
Maybe
remember
pizza rolls.
5 things? You got it right?
Truly, I can't. No.
I mean, I like.
Can't wait till one of you ask
trail
me what the
mixes.
5th thing is.
I like trail mixes the way they are, so I'm not going to be that crazy. I'm going to get almond in there. I'm going to go dried cranberry, a little wild on that. I want dark chocolate, but I want like the little squares of them. Okay? Yes.
Preach.
Yes. Slay, Brad.
Slay.
And then I think I want like thin pretzels, but I want them to be like half size. And then for my random thing, just a checkbook of checks. So, just, Just if I want to pay money with paper.
Yeah, you're in the mood.
That's not cash.
You have yours?
Sure. Nut, I'm going to go with cashews. Fruit, dried bananas, I think are really good. Little crispy, crunchy dried bananas. Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, dried bananas.
Sweet, I'm going to go with Heath bits. Little
Ooh,
Heath.
yeah.
Totally redeemed yourself. Salty. Oh, I'm just going to dump a bag of Gardettos in this trail mix. Yeah, we're getting pretty wild. Random, a few bits of puppy chow, just throw it in there.
Yeah.
Pull out one of those as a surprise. Hello.
That's good. Puppy chow's a good random one.
Thanks.
Rachel, you want to do this one together? All right. I'm going to choose peanut as the nut. It's the best one. It's probably the least healthy for you. That's probably why I like it. I'm going to choose chocolate chips. What's our fruit? Raisins. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And then what's our salty thing? More peanuts. Get them in there. And then probably my last thing would be peanuts. I think just more.
More peanuts. Shelled peanuts.
Yeah. Like baseball peanuts. Yeah. 3 different versions.
That's good. Okay, I think we need to wrap it up.
Yeah, probably do.
But we do have a win of the week. We have a big announcement. Another big announcement.
Big announcement.
Let's just forgo the video. Or do we want to show the video?
It's like 60 seconds.
Let's show the 60-second video.
Yeah.
Justin, can you hit the lights, or we have to pay extra for this? I'm just kidding. We don't have to hit the lights, Jeff. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, this is a video that took place a few months ago. And I think as you watch it, you'll probably know what it's from. Just to kind of set the mood a bit.
You're telling me it's probably not safe to swim right now?
Lights do go up.
She adds more tension to the already leaning side.
All right.
So our win of the week is we're doing another Ghosty getaway.
Yeah.
And even better, we're going to do 2 of them. So we're going to do 2 in a row in Gulf Shores, Alabama, the beautiful beaches of Gulf Shores. We're doing it April 27th to May 1st, and then again from May 1st to May 4th. So the details are on our website. You guys we told the people that came to the Florida trip last year about it last week, and so they have signed up for some of them. You guys are the second group of people to know. We're kind of giving you guys early access to it, so if you want to check it out at ghostrunners.life/travel, you can. Right now, we're just asking for a deposit of $500, and then we'll take the rest of the money closer to the time. So it's going to be a really sweet place. I've actually stayed in this house once with Catherine's whole big extended family, and it's just going to be awesome. It's like literally right on the beach, amazing, beautiful, huge house with great amenities, and it's going to be high vibes.
It's going to be so fun. There's make some noise if you were on the Florida trip the last time. There they are. Yeah, let's go. Holy cow. It's it was so fun. It's fun that you continue to support us, and I feel like we're just such like good friends now.
Yeah.
And so we'd love for you guys to have the opportunity to do that. Come on vacation with Brad and I. And I think so many of these people are like, wait, it's 2 sessions? Can we just do one big one? They're like, yeah, I guess if you want to. So
some of them are coming to both sessions, which is fun. So.
Yeah. So rooms are flying fast, but like Brad said, you can go get your deposit in right now if you want. It's on the website. So it's something you want to do.
We have 2 more $100 CJLA gift cards.
How are we thinking of those?
Let's just say the first 2 people to sign up for the trip get the $100 CJLA to gift card.
That's fun.
Yeah. Let's do that. So anyway, let us know if you have questions about it. Basically, you're just putting money, like a deposit down for the room itself. And then if you look on each room, it'll have a description of how much money you'll owe later and all that kind of stuff. The thing I'm most excited about for the trip is going to Lambert's with everybody.
Throat rolls.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
If anybody's from the Branson, Springfield area, Lambert's is awesome, and there's a location in Gulf Shores. And going to Lambert's with a bunch of ghosties is going to be electric.
You put your hand up, and they throw you dinner rolls.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, across the room, they're chucking these rolls.
It's awesome.
It's just, you're hooping and hollering. It's going to be so fun. So it's going to be great vibes. It's going to be awesome. So we'd love to have you guys there. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have any questions. We tried to make it self-explanatory on there, but it never is. So just let us know.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that almost wraps it up. Brad, do you want to end this episode with a jingle?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Will you hold this thing?
Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry.
Is that how it's supposed to sound?
He didn't practice very much.
Ooh.
All right.
Just saying.
Just sitting here. Drove 1,000 miles from Portland, took a plane from New Orleans, and all the fans coming together in good old KC. Feels like we've waited here forever to get here to this scene. Ghosties and Grande-Boo together, a tandem that cannot be beat. With every car and train, food truck and aeroplane, rolling in anxiously. We're different and the same, ghosties with different names, here for the memories. Life's so crazy, adventure, so make it worth it with all of your heart. No, don't waste it. Every day we make it count, and so you'll see here at Grande-Boo, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 right here with the ghosties. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be when I am with y'all. There's no place I'd rather be. We staked out on a mission for people north, south, west, and east to have the weekend of their lives here. Cheer on Jake endlessly. It's easy being with you. One big family. Ghosties and Grande-Boo together. There's no place I'd rather be. With every car and train, food truck and aeroplane, rolling in anxiously. We're different and the same, ghosties with different names, here for the memories. And life's a crazy adventure, so make it worth it with all of your heart. No, don't waste it. Every day we make it count, and so you'll see here at Grande-Boo, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. no. Right here with the ghosties. When I am with y'all, there's no place I'd rather be.
Brad, I have good news. While you were singing that song, 2 people already reserved their rooms. So,
Who's coming?
Lizeth in.
Lizeth, dang it!
And then Michaela W. Wow,
Let's
let's
go.
go. We're
Let's
going
go.
on vacation
Let's go.
together.
Heck yes.
That's fun.
Awesome.
We'll get you guys TJLA gift cards.
That's amazing.
Fun.
Did
we do it?
Yeah, we did it, brother.
That was awesome.
Jake still has 2 comedy shows to do. It's gonna be. You're gonna do great, man.
Yeah, I'm pumped about it. Go rest, go eat, and then see. I guess a lot of you guys at 4, and then Brad kind of mentioned at Chick-fil-A last night. Cinzetti's is a little worried about how many people are coming, so try to get there. They might let you in, they might not.
Yeah.
But and then afterwards for the VIPs, it's a little special rooftop spot tonight. So we'll see you guys there.
Thank you guys for everything. This has
Thanks for
been such
being
a
here.
fun time. Love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Love you.
Ghostrunners podcast. Every